What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic, and welcome to part 7 of Super Mario World 2 plus a Yoshi's Island ROM hack. Guys, here we are, World 6. It's time to get going, to get ahead, get a move on, get started with the final level of the game. We're hoping to wrap it up here. I might still stream this game next week, even if we beat it tonight. There's a lot left to go back and do. But, yeah. I'm going to aim to beat this game tonight. Can't make any promises, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to Solar Flare, Tryhard Gamer Gal, Aurora, Brainpick, Graggle, and Rito. Graggle says, skadoosh. Very nice. Welcome, everybody. How are you all? I hope your week is going grand. Jeff, you gonna see Kung Fu Panda 4 tomorrow? I'm checking it out tomorrow. Yes, I will be seeing it tomorrow. Ethan says, hello there. Hello there, Ethan. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually going to be seeing the movie with this fine Ethan fellow. I am on spring break, no school, lacrosse, let's go! Awesome. I see a superstar with a smiley face. Thank you. Solar Flare says, how was your week? I had a pretty good week. Can't really complain. I had a little bit of overtime. It was a lot of a stressful day yesterday. But I made steak last night for dinner, and then it was all better. So, I don't know. I'm happy the week's over. The work week's over. I got some decent work done on my video. We've got about 8 minutes put together so far, and a little less than an hour to go. Like 55 minutes left to continue editing. It's gonna be a long process, but you know what, it's gonna be worth the wait. Yo, if I start my trip now, could I tag along with you and Ethan? Joking, obviously. This entire week I've been studying for an excellence exam of 26 different topics we were never taught, and sadly it's tomorrow. Oh geez, Brainpick. I'm very sorry. I hope that you do well on it. I wish you the best of luck. In the meantime, kick back, enjoy some Yoshi's Island. I see Magic Koopa / Kamek fly past by, says Rito. Indeed you did. Indeed you did. That is a critical part of the intro of this game. I'm on school break, yay! Says Tryhard Gamer Gal. I haven't had a day off aside from weekends since Christmas. And New Year's, obviously. Oh well, that's okay. I might take a personal day one of these days just to kick back, relax. Could use that. Anyway, why don't we all go ahead and get started here? Wait, is everyone entering spring break this early on the month? Says Brainpick. Yeah, for a lot of students, like, spring break was like 2 weeks ago. Or like midwinter break is what they typically call it. Usually there's a week break in February and a week break in April, although there are some schools that might do it differently. Okay, let's do it. I have no idea what to expect here, but I'm expecting that it's going to be difficult. Shocking, I know. Dungeon of Darkness. Oh boy, that's foreboding. Oh boy. It's okay though, we're gonna do it. You don't typically see those guys outside of a castle environment. So interesting to see them here. Uh-oh. Yeah, my sentiments exactly, Plush. What? I didn't know that I could jump up through those once I've ground pounded them. I mean, that must be the case, right? I always hate these. Jeff, how good do you think Kung Fu Panda will be? Kung Fu Panda 4 will be. I'm hopeful it won't be terrible, but not sure if it will be as great as the first, of course, says Ethan. I am expecting that it will be pretty good. But I don't think that it'll compare to 1 or 2 especially. Or 1 especially. Also 2. I'm unsure of where it will stack up against 3. I think it will be the least or the second least good one in the series, but that's still high praise because Kung Fu Panda is amazing. Well, maybe not amazing, but I really enjoy it. Huh. 3 wasn't that bad, says Solar Flare. I just don't remember Kung Fu Panda 3 all that well. I think I only watched it once, and I liked it, but I don't remember liking it as much as 1 and 2. That's the only thing. Oh, I see. I'm able to walk up here. I didn't realize this. Wham! Half of the sound effects went away. Okay, I expect that will lead me to a bonus area and not progress me further into the level. I'd love to share Poe's Panda Dad, Panda not Bird Dad. It is played by Walter White, says Solar Flare. Is he now? I don't have that much of an appreciation for that fact because I've not watched Breaking Bad, nor do I know much about it aside from the memes that you guys occasionally spout. Hi. Oh, please tell me this is a bonus area. It's starting to look like it might not be. Oh. I was gonna say, how long do you think I can keep up this charade? Yeah, try the stage again. I'm exploring, I'm experimenting, and I totally didn't just fall down there on accident. That's... Bryan Cranston is voice acting on Kung Fu Panda 4? Sure, that guy. The Walter White man. Whoa, I didn't realize that those guys went aggressive. If I just stood there for a second, like, he just sprinted right into me, dude. I didn't expect that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Kung Fu Panda 4. I enjoy the Kung Fu Panda movies to a great extent. I don't think they're well, they're definitely not my favorite movies or anything, but they're always quite good. Oh, this is risky business. Come back here, baby Mario. Ouch. Well, that was close. Imagine if Jeff just randomly entered, Know Your Meme with us and saw all of those Walter White falling memes. Oh boy. Know your meme? I most certainly do not know your meme. I am older than old. Gosh, I feel like that's progressing in the level, but if I enter this door, then there's no shot. Oh, I don't know. Jeff, I am in fear. Kung Fu Panda 4 needs to be good, says Solar Flare. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be. I mean, if it isn't, I know all of us will be saddened. But it's not like it's the end of the world. Like, we have 3 good Kung Fu Panda movies. I don't know. I certainly wasn't expecting a Kung Fu Panda 4. It's kind of just a pleasant surprise. We'll see how it goes. Huh. How get that? How get that? Hey, this is Soshi. Hey, Soshi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 7 of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island ROM Hack. Super Mario World 2 Plus. How's it going? How many consecutive Breaking Bad gifts did we have in a single round, says Brainpick. Oh, jeepers. That sounds quite exciting. How do I get this? Question mark. More question marks. Oh, I get how I was supposed to do this. I understand now. It's a Discord game where you have a prompt, you find a GIF for the prompt. We always do a GIF of Walter White falling. Fantastic. Alright, I'm now more convinced than ever that that door is not a secret passageway, and in fact, is probably the way to progress in the level. Wait a minute, I wasn't supposed to do that. I have it, I'm so conditioned to think that whenever there's a post, I must pound it down. They call them pound posts after all. Well, I think they do. What? Okay, but why? Why was this the thing I came back for? Not a lot going on here. Amazing post pounding. Says Tryhard Gamer Gal. Yes, that was the level I was thinking of. Pound post Yoshi. If any of you guys remember that one maze-like level in Yoshi's Woolly World where you pound down posts, and then the Yoshi that you get from the level is a pound post Yoshi. That's a thing. It's Yoshi's Woolly World. So yeah, that's why I called it a pound post, even if it's not actually called that, though I'm fairly certain it is. Even if only in that— Whoa, no, please, why? I stink. Huh. Did I just soft lock this? Yeah, I did. I can't get out of here. Well, guess it's time to reset. That's unfortunate. Reset the game. Let's try that again. Except this time, let's actually make some progress. Jeff, I learned about parthenogenesis in class. I couldn't stop thinking of the Yoshi study. Yes, Aurora taught us about parthenogenesis before you learned about it in biology class. Amazing! I bet you were like, well, didn't you guys know that Yoshis reproduce via parthenogenesis on occasion? What, you didn't know that? Thought everyone knew that. You should watch the Yoshi Fanatic more. He talks about it like once every few weeks. I don't like the sparkly red eggs. I don't like them. No! No! Unacceptable! Remember, I'm the reason we came up with the fake egg system in the study. I give at least 10% credit. Jeff, my friends know you kinda. They watched one of our podcasts. Oh yeah, that's right. The guy from New York dude. Wah! Oh, wah. This is plush. Yep, that is basically the only thing Baby Mario knows how to say. Ow. Wow, I am doing fantastic right now. Hold up. Oh, I screwed up again. It's not worth the crying, and it's not worth losing the extra life. Let's try again. We're not off to a good start. Jeff, I had Red Lobster for dinner, says Solar Flare. I'm jealous. I had leftover steak for dinner. Which, I'm sure you guys are aware of this, but steak is notoriously difficult to reheat. At least if you don't want it well done. So, the methodology that I've kind of developed for reheating steak. 2, 3, 4. The methodology I've implemented for reheating steak is I'll just once I take it out of the fridge, remember I've already cooked it. Once I take it out of the fridge, what I'll do is I'll put it in a skillet. Sorry, having a really hard time focusing on what I'm trying to say. Basically what I'll do is I'll just sear it again. But like I'll only bring it up to like 90 or 100 degrees so that it's warm, but so that I haven't cooked it, you know? Alright, I'm not going in that door. There's nothing in there. Anyway, yeah, so I just sear it again. And, yeah, get the inside warm, but not hot. And then it's a little dried out just because, like, it's day-old steak. But it's still yummy. And it's still pink on the inside. Like more closer to a medium than I would like. Like, I prefer medium rare. But, still way better than well done. Like, it's way better than microwaving a steak. Why not just use the microwave, says Aurora? Because, boy, you know, I like gray matter, but only when it's in my head. Not on my plate. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious! Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. Jeff, have you seen what are in any of the new Minecraft snapshots? No. Or are you staying in the dark so whenever we finally play again I can reveal all of the crazy new things? Yeah, that's why I'm staying in the dark, so that I can be surprised when you introduce me to all the new mechanics. If I had time to play Minecraft, man. Wow. That would be something. Someday, Ethan, we will play once again. But now, not even in my off time do I play video games at this point. Like, anytime that I have some spare time, I have been, editing my video. In hopes of getting it done by the end of April. Skillet! Says try hard. Indeed. I couldn't eat meat today. Why can't I be Protestant? Want beef? This is solar flare. Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for you. I was gonna say I feel your pain, but I demonstrably do not feel your pain. I had steak this evening. I am most certainly not a Catholic. Just eat beaver. Just eat beaver. Sounds delicious. Hadouken! There wasn't even anything here. I mean, there's this. Okay, that's a thing. I'm not Catholic either. My dad cooked hamburgers. This is Tryhard Gamer Gal. That sounds fantastic. Come here, Mr. Karate Man. I appreciate your style. But I don't appreciate the fact that you tried to hurt me. Never appreciate that. What? What is this? What? Oh. Oh. Jeff's Hadouken! Broke the sound barrier. Come on, mister. I don't have all day. I mean, I kind of do, I guess. Like, I'm streaming. Like, what better thing do I have to do? Nope. That went well. Take that. Oh yeah, some weird animals we can eat. Is this like a try again button? Oh my. Why do I get the feeling that I will be... Yay! Why do I get the feeling that this is one of those levels that, I'm going to need to use the, oh no. Was that a one-time deal? Was that a one-time deal? Oh no! Oh, that's a problem. Come on. If that was a one-time deal, I gotta retry the level again. And that's a bit unfortunate. Nice. I mean, let's try. Let's see. I tried the Peach game demo. It was fun. I want game. I didn't realize there was a demo. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize there was a demo. I kind of want to try it. My mom got a new car, says Solar Flare. What kind of car did she get? Yeah, I gotta retry the level. This is unfortunate. I'm already not a big fan of this level. Well, you know what? Let's not give up just yet. Alright, now it might be safe to give up. Ah, dang it, dude. Kia Carnival, sickest looking minivan on the market. Very nice. Ugh. I wish there was a middle ring. I really wish there was. You know what? We're gonna start going up high first. And then we'll come back and go low. That's the strat. That's the move. I don't like this level already. I've spent a good 20 minutes on it. A solid 20 minutes. And have made no progress. We'll get there, though. No need to be disheartened, Jeff. No need to be disheartened. It's okay, we're gonna do it, we're gonna get there. Eventually. Yeah, remember earlier when I said that I wanted to, I was aiming to, finish the game tonight? Oh my goodness, I can't get used to that. Yeah, that might not happen. Not at this rate. There. I got those red coins, I got them. And they can't take them away from me. They can't. It's very clever that they came up with this little puzzle, though. Like in Yoshi's Island, I don't think that there are any times, no times that you want to leave the pound post up before breaking down or before constructing this like secret bridge thing. Like pretty much every time that this is a mechanic. Pretty much any time that this is a mechanic, you want to knock down the post so that the bridge can go to its full extent. This is actually a pretty interesting idea. Yes, still glad we got to play when we did it. It was fun times, and of course, I'm sure we'll get to play again, even if it's not too much, says Ethan. Yeah, I will admit, I do miss playing it. But, I just don't have the, I just don't have the time, really. Not in current time. Like I said, right now I'm trying to focus on my, right now I'm trying to focus on my, new video. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose Baby Mario! Oh! Anyway. I'm trying to focus on my new video. I don't even play video games in my spare time right now. I will play video games when I am trying to entertain the kids. That I will do. Like, I finished up, my third playthrough of Super Mario Odyssey tonight. Well, I beat Bowser. I still have a lot left to go. But, JJ's been really enjoying watching me play Super Mario Odyssey. So, I have been playing that. Alright, come here, you. Yeah, come on, shuffle forward. Shuffle. Shuffle. Alright, I think that's enough. Jeff, I was looking for food and found a bag of Doritos. Jackpot, yes! Awesome. I do enjoy Doritos. I am a Dorito enjoyer, in fact, you may say. Ow. Wait, Jeff, what's JJ's favorite game they've watched you play? What's the favorite game that he's watched me play? I would say probably Mario 64. He loves watching me play Mario 64, but it kind of goes in spurts, you know? Like, he prefers, like, he has different preferences depending on, I don't know, various factors. Like, he goes through phases. Right now, like, Mario Odyssey is the one that he wants to watch me play. But Mario 64 is the most consistent one that he enjoys watching me play. He also enjoys playing a good number of these games. He's 4 years old now. He's old enough to, you know, play some of the basic games, and come to find out, some of the Mario games are certainly beginner-friendly. Very beginner-friendly. Mario Wonder being one of the major ones, due to the fact they actually have an easy mode character in Yoshi. Sad face. But, you know, it's a good thing for him. Absolutely. Hang on. Yes, only to entertain the kids, nothing else. Of course, nothing to see here, says Ethan. Yeah. I almost got caught with my phone out at school, so I'm messing in the restroom with my friend. He wants to know the time. I grab my phone from my locker because I noticed nobody's in the hallways. I mess around on it in the bathroom and then leave. As I'm putting my phone back in my locker, my history teacher says, "You supposed to be there?" I wasn't supposed to be in my locker at that time, but he didn't notice I had my phone on me, so he let it slide. Oh, jeepers. What is this? Oh no, are you kidding? Uh-oh. Well, what is this, first of all? Stars. So what is this for? Am I allowed to be confused? Oh wait, I have an idea. I mean, I think I may have just killed it, but... Nope, that's not a thing I can do. Jeff, pop quiz. What is quiz in what is squid in Japanese? I don't know. I know calamari is delicious, probably. OMG, it's been so long. Do you remember me? Says Teddy Crusher. Hey, Teddy Crusher, I do indeed. I don't think I got to know you super well, but I do remember you popping in on occasion, so welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. What? Welcome to part 7 of Super Mario World 2 Plus, a Yoshi's Island ROM hack. How are you? Huh. So that was required for my progression through the level. If it wasn't obvious, Teddy Crusher, this is a ROM hack of Yoshi's Island, and it is much more difficult than the original, for sure. Why is this gentleman fireproof? Oh. Get out of here, bandit. I wasn't aware that they could put different enemies in there. Huh. Don't cross the middle ring just yet. Need to get up to my full health. Oh no. Give me my baby. Get out of here. I'm gonna hold on for a second. Bro, I remember Jeff 2022. Now it's Jeff 2024. Am I allowed to be confused? Jeff 2024. Hermaphrodinandro says, can't hang long, but I was at AwesomeCon day 1 today. I'm getting to bed early for tomorrow morning. Awesome. I don't know what AwesomeCon is, but it's awesome, I bet. Welcome to the stream. Jeff, are you sure that it's harder and that it's not just a skill issue? Says Aurora. Yes, I'm very sure. If nothing more than just the fact that they use very heavily some of the lesser known mechanics in the Yoshi's Island game, such as the boosted flutter jump. Oh, wait. I'm silly. That guy probably was, probably could throw him up there and then use him to get up into the, flower area. Probably. Nope. I have only played Woolly World, says Teddy Crusher. Woolly World is fantastic. The entire hack, what's this for? Oh, I needed that. I shouldn't have read that comment while I was over a bottomless pit. That was probably a bad idea on my part. Oh well. I did hit a middle ring. This, I like that. This entire hack, what's this for? Oh, I needed that. Oh boy, that's accurate. Oh boy, it's accurate. So, wait a minute. Hang on. Is it possible? So that guy's not... I don't think that's how that works. No, it's definitely not. I was gonna say maybe Baby Mario floats up there and then opens that gate for me, but no, that's not how that works. Plus Jackson! I'm sleepy. says Tryhard Gamer Gal. I'm sorry that you're sleepy. Wait a minute. There wasn't a ghost down here, but there was a ghost over here. I wonder if he would open... if he would open that gate for me. Come here, come hither. Come on! I'm over here! Can't you hear me? Do I have to run around? Do you only play Nintendo games, says Teddy Crusher? No, but primarily Nintendo games, yes. It's honestly pretty rare when I'm not playing a Nintendo game. How? Is there something later in the level that I need? I feel like these are the... like, he ran into a wall, though. I'm gonna pop off early because I'm tired. Good night, Jeff, says Tryhard Gamer Gal. Good night, Tryhard Gamer Gal. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a pleasant week. I hope to see you next time. Come on. I cannot get him to follow me for the life of me. I don't think this guy has anything to do with it. I know the purple guy doesn't have anything to do with this. Ugh. There, double whammy. Alright, let's proceed and see if I stayed as Pink Yoshi. That's interesting. Remember, I have not beaten the first level yet. I'm supposed to be Green Yoshi. Have you ever heard of Undertale or Deltarune? They are my favorite games, says Teddy Crusher. I have heard of those games. Have not tried them, though. I was in college when the, ooh, this might be the guy. Or not. Can you maybe, like, follow me? I doubt that that's the case. I doubt that's the thing I need. Oh, jeez. Yeah, like I was in college when Undertale came out, and I remember, like, I wasn't interested in the game, right? Like, I'm not super into RPGs, and I've heard that that one's very good, and even if you're not into RPGs, that it's an interesting experience for sure. But I don't know, it just never really watching gameplay, watching trailers and all that, it just never really struck a chord. I was never really interested in trying it, but I'm not entirely opposed to giving it a shot, especially considering how many good things I've heard about it. Hey Jeff, says Robert. Hey Robert, welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 7 of Super Mario World 2 Plus. How are you? It has such good music. I have heard some of the music, it's very good. Jeff, help, I'm currently studying and I don't know what's a tendency central estadistic from medium form deviation and range. Huh. They all sound loosely like statistics terms. I don't know how much that helps you. How do I do this? Which one of these enemies will help me out in this scenario? I feel like it must be one of the ghosts. Whether it's the fake ghost enemy or this guy, I don't know. See, because he'll go down through the floor. But he won't follow me. Come on. This can't be it, right? Oh, he does not follow me long. Been good, and I finished Sea of Stars this week, says Robert. Awesome. I have heard many a good thing about Sea of Stars, though again, it's an RPG, so. I mean, it's kind of disturbing, but forget about it, says Teddy Crusher. I think it's a clipping trick with Yoshi's tongue that you need to do. You think so? Oh, you're so right. What in the world, dude? That's ridiculous. Thank you, Janandro. That's... Wow. Didn't expect that. Wow. That was ridiculous. Thank you. Just when I think I've learned all of this game's tricks. Not so. Flowey. Yes. I have achieved Flowey status. My friend saved my dog yesterday, says Solar Flare. Ooh. It sounds like there's a story involved. Please. Enlighten me. My friend was picking me up for lacrosse practice, and Louis bolted out the door, but my friend stopped him from running away. Nice. That's legendary, your friend's a hero. There was a section where you did that to get some eggs on Goonie rides. Says, Janandro. Yeah, I've definitely done that trick before, but I wasn't thinking of it in that instance. Like, man. So clever. I was thinking of, I was trying to think of some enemies that I could get to, like... What? Oh. Wow. This level is completely enthralled with sparkly eggs, and I hate them. Oh no. Wait, what? What? Okay, so no, that's not a thing. Louis Savior. Don't throw the sparkly eggs at those guys. Those guys are fine. Oh, I hate it when they have so many sparkly eggs. Like, in the original Yoshi's Island, they never had more than, like, 2? They never had more than, like, 2 sparkly eggs in a level. This ROM hack just loves sparkly eggs. Just loves them. And how much do you want to bet that by the end of this level, like, I'll have gotten all but one red coin, and I'll be sad forever. Well, not forever, obviously. That's a little bit, that's a little silly. Oh. So, I did not get a key. Was there a key in that door? I'm guessing yes. I'm guessing so. W friends. This is Robert. Yeah, any friend that helps with your pet is a W friend. That is a friend that's worth keeping around. Alright, I've learned 2 out of 123 laws for this exam. This is gonna be painful. Oh, jeez, man. Wow. Wait, did you just wait to start studying for this exam until tonight? Oh! Oh! Oh, I've got everything except for full health, but I can rectify that. I have items for this. I do, I can do it! Wow, alright, the struggle has been worth it. Wow, bro, Fortnite new season. Have you played it? OMG, I'm changing the subject, lol, says Teddy Crusher. That's okay. I don't play Fortnite. For the aforementioned reason of, well, one, I just don't have that much time to play video games anymore. I play for like 3 hours a week outside of when I'm trying to entertain my kids. And they don't really care to watch me play the games that I might be interested to try. Like if I want to reach out and experiment a little bit, like a good example is I downloaded Hyper Light Drifter and I really want to try it, but the theming of it might be a little bit scary for my kids. Like I don't want to give them bad dreams from me playing video games, so I play primarily Mario games. It doesn't have to be just Mario games, but you know, kid-friendly games. Mario is usually a safe bet, and JJ loves Mario. Let's go! No, no! Such a mix of emotions. Is there any opportunity I have to try and get full health here? Yes, absolutely there is. What am I thinking? Sorry, I should probably read some comments here. Wow, there's a lot of these cannons. Brainvic says, oh no, the study guide is 54 pages long, and just today I reached the last page of it today. It's around 24 topics, each having 2 pages of telling you which side topics come in it. Oy. Ooh, what's Hyper Light Drifter? Says Robert. Yeah, a Hyper Light Drifter is a top-down, indie action game. And I don't know much more about it aside from that. I think it's like... You know, I don't want to say it's a Zelda-like, because evidently it's not. But that kind of gives you the idea, you know, like it's got some puzzle mechanics. It's got some top-down action-y sort of stuff. You wield a sword. Those are pretty much the extents of how it is similar to The Legend of Zelda. But, you know, I haven't played the game any more than that to really get a feel of what it's all about, so I couldn't really tell you. But Hyper Light Drifter is an indie game. If you're familiar with... Oh, goodness. What are some of the other games that studio's worked on? That one... It's not... The game isn't called Black Hole Rising. I don't know what it's called. It's the one... It's a 3D game. Made by the same guys. Okay. I don't remember what it is. Goodness. I guess I would just look it up if you're interested. I know I haven't really sold you on it here, but it's good. It's highly acclaimed. I really want to play it. They said they had a Ken amiibo at their store. It turns out they... Oh, sorry. picked up the new Sora amiibo at the Awesome Con. The only Smash amiibo I'm missing now is Ken. Wow, you've collected almost all of them. That's crazy. Funny fact, one of the booths sent me to their video game store that was near a mall that I frequent. They said they had a Ken amiibo at their store. Turns out they didn't. But at the store they had a limited edition 30th anniversary SNES Street Fighter 2 at an affordable price. So I bought that. Hey, there you go. Might not have gotten the Ken amiibo, but you did manage to come out on top still. Match cards, this is my favorite one. It was nice to learn that that store exists since the video game store I normally went to moved. Well, that is nice. I recently found a pretty cool hole-in-the-wall video game store, and I love it. I don't frequent it much because I don't have a lot of disposable income to spend on video games, but I enjoy going there. Solar Flare says, yo, good pickup, recognizing lax as lacrosse. It's the acronym, lacrosse, lax. Yeah, I got that. That was sick recognizing lacrosse. Thank you. I figured that's what you were talking about. Bye. Catnap was here. You heading out, Teddy Crusher? Oh, I have to go to bed. I have to wake up early. Well, thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Hopefully we'll see you again sometime. Oh, and also, chemistry was 7 pages long. Surprisingly enough, I already knew 12 out of 14 side topics that came in it, says Brainpig. Awesome. That's a W moment if there ever was one. Match cards. This is my favorite game. My favorite mini game. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's this one. I've had a less than stellar week. This is a perfect segue into spring break, says Solar Flare. Well, yep. Spring break is definitely a time to rejuvenate. Well, you're plenty juvenated. Oh goodness. It's this one. You know what I mean, like, good time for R&R, that's for sure. Okay. And then, I forget what this is. The question marks. Okay. They made it pretty easy on me this time. They had a lot of them that were like right next to each other. So, give me those 10 extra lives. I have a feeling I'm gonna need them. I really like the matching game. Yeah. Helps that there's only like, what, 7 pairs of cards, I think? Ooh, Bandit Valley. Well, they didn't change the thumbnails, so I don't know. Trauma in the sky. Oh boy. I already see some nasty possibilities here. R&R, you are such a millennial. Why does bro talk like that? It's a Solar Flare. Is that not a term that people use? Why? Because. That's why. I don't know. R&R, if anybody is not aware, apparently that's not a term that's commonly used these days. R&R is rest and relaxation. I believe that's the acronym. It's like if you're going on vacation, you're getting some R&R. Why does that not open the cloud? Well, I'm gonna head out for 15 minutes to do something real quick. Good luck, says Brainpick. Thank you, Brainpick. Oh. That's not actually a millennial thing. Older than that, says Aurora. What the heck? What? I know what it means, buddy. It's just very millennial of you. Well. Apparently it's not millennial of me. Apparently it's what? What would the next one be? Gen X? What's the next one? I feel like it's Gen X. I'm not going to repeat that, Teddy Crusher. I cannot swear on this stream. It's not that I can't, it's that I've elected not to. Millennials use it, to my experience, as solar flare. It's a good term. Why don't more people use it? Yep. Okay, so normally going left in the level does not progress to the end of the level. It's normally like bonuses and pickups and stuff. Have a good night, Teddy Crusher. Hopefully we'll see you again. I'm going through it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Okay, it didn't lock. Ugh. Nightmare in the sky indeed. Or trauma in the sky? I guess it was trauma in the sky, wasn't it? Plop. Okay, there's some stuff down here and I want it. Like, never mind that guy. Although, you never know if there's gonna be— Wah! There's so many things that can kill me here! Okay, yeah, there's no pickup clouds. Jeff Thomas Jefferson was such a W. It's a solar flare. I'll bet he was. Okay, I don't know much about Thomas Jefferson aside from the fact that he was president of the United States at some point. Meow. Boink. Oh. Oh, why in the world would I do such a thing? Why is that guy alive again? Oh, that was the one I didn't kill yet, right? Blink. Very libertarian, to solar flare. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know much about him other than he was one of the presidents of the United States at one point. And also that he appears on some currency. Ow. I'm going to have to use the, what was that? What was that? Oh, it was the key. Oh boy. I don't know about this level, guys. Okay, very nice. He liked a very small federal government. Nice, I can get behind that. Yep. Declaration of Independence, Jeff? Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I guess that was, yeah. That was definitely a thing. But, I don't know. Not very good with my history. So, I'm sorry. Hey-ah! I'm especially not good at history when I'm trying to focus on Yoshi. I will say, history was my worst topic in school. My absolute worst. Out of every single class that I've ever taken in any kind of school. Oh. High school or history class was the only class that I had a failing grade for 1 quarter. I ended up getting like a B in the class or something like that, but I had like a 63 1 quarter. Like report card time. And it's like, oh my gosh. I suck. So, take that for what you will. I am not a history buff. I'm like the opposite. I guess that was a thing, buddy. That's why we're in the US, says Solar Flare. I more meant that Thomas Jefferson was involved. I know what the Declaration of Independence is. Oh, hello. There's more than one of you. We can rectify this. Uh-oh. Okay. History? Sorry. History isn't testable or repeatable, and it's not necessarily intuitive or something you use often, so it makes sense that a lot of people aren't great with it, says Aurora. My girlfriend is in Tennessee, right now. I don't know why I shared that, but there you go. Solar has Riz check, says Solar Flare. Interesting. What is she doing in Tennessee? Going to see family for, vacation or something like that? Okay, so I can go this way. I'm very concerned at this point. Very, very concerned. Mostly about the idea that I might be missing a great number of things by having gone left first. But usually that's a safe bet. I feel like Riz is something old people say, says Aurora. Charisma sure is. The long form of Riz, charisma. But Riz, I don't know about. I didn't know what Riz meant until some young person told me. Now that's an old person thing to say. Some young boy told me about this. Some kid. She has like a soccer tournament, says Solar Flare. Well, I hope that she enjoys and that she has fun. What young person is that? Probably you. I feel like I know more of the young person dialect than I did because of you. I believe that you're the one who introduced me to some of this. Whether you wanted to instruct me on the ways of young person speak, or whether it was testing me, Jeff, blah 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 blah, words that Jeff doesn't understand. I'm like, what are you talking about? Jeff, get off my lawn! Oh. I am so influential! This is Solar Flare. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Oh. I honestly like this level, but I'm just concerned that I've missed a great number of things. Again, I went left to start out the level. I don't know if that was necessarily the play. I kind of feel like it was. Okay, well there was stuff over here. Not a bunch of stuff. Oh, except for progressing. Yeah. I am greatly concerned, though. Wait, no, hang on. I need him. I need that one. Come along with me. Quit being such a skibbity Rizlord. Get back on your mewing streak and stop edging! Oh, there's a bunch of new ones that I don't know in that one. Yeah, no, I'm much more acclimated to the get off my lawn commentary. Oh no, hit the middle ring, please! Oh. Well, the opportunity to get the middle ring has been lost. I better not die. I've got full health at least. Why would I say something so dumb when there are so many damaging things in this level? Okay, get out of here. Get off my lawn! Okay, there's probably something up there. Old people say it to kids, older people say it to squirrels. I say it to squirrels that are crawling on the outside of my house. I apparently have quite thin walls because I can hear them. Either that or they're in my walls. So I'll say, get out of my walls! Solar Flare says, I saw a funny video where a reporter asks a kid, what do you spend your pocket money on? She says hamster food and premium bonds. A grandma replies with her own video and says, I spend my pocket money on V-Bucks and vapes. Jeff, my friend, got mad at a stock trading simulator and broke his school computer. Jeez, man. That's committing to the bit right there. It's not like he was losing actual money. I mean, come on. That's like the epitome of it's just a game. And then it'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, come on. Oh no! Oh no! I did the thing I didn't want to do! Oh well. We've been trading fake stock all week. We're that bored. It's a solar flare. Huh. Are they not keeping you busy enough at school? Actually, you can add real money. We just obviously don't. The solar flare, yeah, like, oh no! Yeah, no, don't do that. I think it's actually a real broker. We just mess on the demo. Okay, now I'm confused as to what the deal is with this whole thing. So there's nothing over there. I doubt there's anything down there. Give me the stars. Oh wait, okay, yeah, there was something down here. And I got the star. Oh no! I was like, yes, now I'm full health. Ah. Boink. You can gamble with real money. This is Aurora. Yeah, there you go. The stock market is just fancy gambling, says Solar Flare. I mean, I've heard that it's not exactly. Like, there are real ways to increase your chances at success. But I am not a financial advisor, and I know essentially nothing about the stock market. So, I will leave that topic there. You own any stock, Jeff? Says Solar Flare. Outside of whatever's in my retirement fund and that is managed for me via 401k contributions, no, I don't own stock. I don't have enough disposable income to consider purchasing stock. Yes, the stock market is gambling, but if the stock market crashes, your money will be worthless anyway. There you go. Oh dear goodness gracious. I'm proud I learned what a 401k is, says Solar Flare. Yeah, 401k is definitely a positive thing to invest in early in your career. I'm fortunate enough to be working at a job that emphasizes that. I know some people that do not have a retirement plan in place, and some of them are close to the retirement age. And that's unfortunate. I forgot that I can just straight up eat these guys. Okay, that was productive. Yeah, I've had I started my 401k when I first started at this company that I'm currently working at, and have been for the past nearly 6 years. So yeah. I'm positioning myself well for retirement, I suppose. And I look forward to that day with eager anticipation, other than all the physical problems that will likely accompany that elderly status. Do you have 401k in your 401k? Not yet. Someday. Someday I can aspire to that number. Frankly, I don't really know how much I have in my 401k at this current moment in time. I just know that a portion of my paycheck, every paycheck, goes to my 401k. And that it's the recommended amount that my company has stated. Though I will admit there might be some conflict of interest there. Like, oh, geez, well, I did it again. They're like, oh, geez, well, you're 65, but you don't have enough money to fully retire. I mean, I guess you could just keep working for us. Joking, obviously. I don't think that's actually how that works. I don't think that a company is allowed to financially mislead you. I highly doubt that's a thing they're allowed to do. That and like they do hire financial advisors to come and well, advise us on our finances. Like, we can elect to go to these, to meet with these financial advisors and, like, you know, figure out if we're doing a good enough job setting aside money in our 401ks and whatnot. So, dear Lord. I'm back. Welcome back, Robert. I stink. It's a good thing I got those extra 10 lives. Okay. Maybe I should stop thinking about retirement and start thinking about, you know, not dying in this Yoshi level. Can't really enjoy my retirement if I'm dead first. They're not allowed to mislead you, but that won't stop them from declaring bankruptcy when they get sued. Oh, fair. Full disclosure, I really do enjoy the company that I work for. I feel like I picked a good one. So, I harbor no ill will or really mistrust in the company that I'm working with. I mean, I've been working with them for 6 years, so that's got to say something about how much I, you know, enjoy it. I went biblical scholar on my friends earlier, says Solar Flare. Interesting. What about? I feel like I kind of did too. We were downstairs on lunch break earlier, and the IT guy was trying to wheel a cart through with some like computer equipment on it. I didn't really look at what it was. It was all in boxes anyway. And there was a column right between one of the tables and the wall, and he was trying to get to the elevator, and he's like, whose brilliant idea was it to put this here? And one of my coworkers was like, do you want me to move it? And he was talking about the table, and the IT guy was just like, what, the column? I'd like to see that. Come on! Why do I suck? I probably should hit that middle ring. No, that's not a good idea. Not before I get that Goonie. Anyway, he says, yeah, I'd like to see you move that column, like turn into Hercules. And then I was thinking, and I actually said, more like a Samson, really. So yeah, that felt pretty funny. He's like, oh yeah, I guess that's the one. But I'm curious to hear your story, Solar Flare. We were talking about Leviticus, circumcision, all that jazz. I then said Jesus saved us and the Israelites now don't have to abide by conventional law, as Jesus fulfilled the covenant, says Solar Flare. Yes. That is indeed what us Christians believe. Though it's also the reason that Orthodox Jews still practice that law. It's because they don't believe in Jesus. Though there are Messianic Jews who do believe in Jesus, yet still they still follow their like Orthodox Jewish traditions. It's interesting. Religion is an interesting thing. Ah! 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 So recently I watched Scott the Woz episode called Borderline Forever, and now the song Stupid Nintendo Games is stuck in my head, says Robert. Have you seen the one where he sings about not being an RPG guy? I forget what the name of the song is, but I feel like it's Why Don't You Play Them? And it's that one. I think that was Scott the Woz's magnum opus. There's also ethnic Jews, not Jewish by religion, but by ethnicity, says Solar Flare. Yes. Dan from Game Grumps is an example of this. Oh my goodness. Though I wouldn't be surprised if there's more ethnic Jews than Orthodox Jews. Oh boy. Okay, let's hit that middle ring. I've learned my lesson. I don't want to replay this area for like the 5th time because of silly dumb mistakes. Oh, we gotta focus. Gotta focus. Gotta focus for just the splittest of seconds. It's not Fling Smash, Geist, or Burnout Crash, not Mario Party 6 or Ultra Smash. That one rock-like song in Borderline Forever is peak. It's a Solar Flare. I haven't seen Borderline Forever in, well, forever. Yes, I've seen that episode, and it's one of my favorite episodes, says Robert. Honestly, Scott is such... he's such an inspirational figure. A very good content creator, and honestly, I have a lot of the mentalities toward YouTube production that I do in part because of him. Like, the whole wanting to have content that is what you would call evergreen, and like something that people will come back to years later and still find content, still find value in watching it after that, all that time. Stuff like not having a call to action in your videos, like remember to like and subscribe and everything. Like, I don't say remember to like and subscribe in my videos until like the end card. Like, I don't say it halfway through my videos. Oh, why? I bet those were at the beginning of the stage. And if they are, phooey. Real quick, I'm gonna play the very beginning of the level again, just to check. This is one of those weird levels where you go left to progress in the level, not right. And that throws me off. Yay, match cards again! But yeah, like, those sorts of mentalities... Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna focus on the ones I really want. And there's only 3 pairs that I looked at. That was not one of them. I know where that one is. Anything else past this, star thing is a bonus. Oh, why did I go for it first? Oh, I screwed up. Dang it. Whatever. Still got some good stuff. What was another thing? The emphasis on production value over regularly scheduled uploads. He, on his main channel, doesn't upload all that often, I guess? Like, far less often than many prominent YouTubers do. Okay, so I was completely incorrect. There was nothing to the right, so let's get out of this level. We're moving on to 6-3. I want to prioritize beating the levels. I'm gonna try to complete them first time around, but if I don't complete them first time around, no skin off my back. I'll come back later. But like, dude puts out some incredibly long videos, but the value of the production value of the content is not diminished pretty much whatsoever. Like, he puts out a 2-hour-long video on the Switch's 7th birthday or whatever, and it's still just as good as like any of his shorter episodes. It's just more, and that's incredible. Like, right now I'm in the process of putting together what is essentially just an hour-long Yoshi Fanatic video. It pretty much has the same energy and, well, I'd like to think production quality of the rest of my videos. It's just really long. I do take a lot of inspiration from Solar Flare. Oh, I love the like little cutaway gags that he does. Like he'll just randomly go on camera for like a little bit for like 5 seconds. I love that. Like, there's a lot that I take inspiration from Scott the Woz on, honestly. Him and Ant Dude. and Arlo to some extent. I think I don't really take Arlo as much of an inspirational YouTuber so much as I just really like his stuff. Like, most of the inspiration I draw really is from Scott the Woz and Ant Dude. Scott's work ethic is insane. Yeah, it really is. Oh, I'm now known as JP the Prophet and Pastor JP according to my friend Will. Oh, is it because of that, that lesson you gave them in terms of biblical scholarship? Oh my. All my skits in my video are based on Scott the Woz. Yeah, lol, this is solar flare. Very nice. Blink, blink. Here. Anyway, I think that's enough of me gushing over Scott the Woz. Very clearly, I enjoy his work. That's kind of obvious. Yep. Also, just as a reminder, all of that lava that's on the floor, even though it's not like a bottomless pit of lava, it's still an instant death trap. Oh, nice. Gosh, I love this ROM hack. It's so much fun. Okay, there's stuff and things over there, and I want those stuff and things. I forgot that I can kill those lava bubbles. And I also forgot that I had fire in my mouth. Yeah, that's how that works. I have a fire in my mouth. Only when I'm eating wings. Or, Hunan-style chicken from a Chinese restaurant. Which I want to learn how to make at some point, Hunan-style chicken. Or really any Hunan-style recipe. Okay. This is disturbing to me. What way do I go? What did I just get? I have a feeling that's the way forward. Let's test this theory. Because, like, this is the most obvious path here. Or is it? Because... Okay, yeah, I made the right call. This is a very solid stream, Cecilia Flare. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I don't feel like my commentary is all that on point this evening just because I'm stuttering a lot. Oh, come on. Oh, why did I do that? Well, that went well. Restart at the middle ring. Where is this middle ring? Where's this mythical thing known as a middle ring? Okay, yeah, it's back here a bit. That's okay, though. That's okay, we will continue, we will proceed. Pew. Okay. Onward! Onward. Okay, let's get rid of these fire guys. I don't want any trouble from them. B-D-B-B-B-B-D. Okay. I am really enjoying these levels. Like, honestly, they're pretty much just the right amount of challenge. There's a little bit of what the heck's in here. A little bit. But honestly, not that bad, and I really, really enjoy the challenge. I've kind of gushed about the challenge in this game before, but, man, oh my goodness, I love the level of challenge in this ROM hack. You don't really get that in these Yoshi games. Really? That was just a single coin. You don't really get that in Yoshi games very much. Like, the closest thing is Yoshi's Island DS, and while there was some good challenge to be had in there, I think most of it was unsatisfying. Mostly just because it came from the levels being way too long. Not so much like an actual puzzle solving and platforming challenge sort of difficulty. It really was more difficulty through time spent. There was one or two like tricky platforming parts. Well, okay, one or two, that's a little bit hyperbolic. There was definitely more than that. But it wasn't to this extent. I'm craving some homemade mac and cheese right now, it's a solar flare. Dude, when are we not craving homemade mac and cheese? I don't know if, like, I'm pretty sure I've shared this with you before, but whenever I make mac and cheese now, how I make it is the stovetop mac that, or the stovetop mac and cheese recipe that, Adam Ragusia put out a few years ago. A while ago. And, boy, I love that recipe so much. There's no way I can ever go back to boxed mac and cheese. Not a single way, no way. Which is stronger GPU, RTX or GTX, says Robert. Absolutely RTX. So, GTX is a brand, well, it's like a lineup from NVIDIA that is comprised of primarily the 10 series GPUs, the 16 series GPUs, and the 20 series GPUs. That was GTX. RTX is basically just the same thing but newer and ray tracing. That's what the R in RTX stands for, is ray tracing. And that is the 20 series, the 30 series, and the 40 series. Basically, RTX is just newer, so it's going to be stronger. However, it's not like that's true for all of the graphics cards. There's certainly gradations. Like, a 1080 Ti, for example. Like, one of the older cards, it's a GTX. You know what? Heck, the 2080 Ti will stomp all over a 3060, for example. Even though the 3060 is newer... Oh no. Even though the 3060 is newer, the 2080 Ti is just a different class of card. So even though it's older, it still stomps all over it, though it doesn't have ray tracing capabilities. Oh. When was the last middle ring? Forgot to mention, evaporated milk or roux? I use a roux, says Solar Flare. I use neither. Adam Ragusia's stovetop mac and cheese recipe is what I would call unorthodox. What he does is he takes equal parts or equal weights of, you know, real shredded cheese, like a nice sharp cheddar, or like any combination of semi-firm cheeses will do the trick. Oh boy. Like you could use oh no. Like you could use cheddar and like Monterey Jack, for example. Like any semi-firm cheese, shred it up and then have equal quantities of processed cheese, like American cheese, for example, like the orange stuff that you have in little envelopes. You take equal parts of that to some milk and some butter for added richness. And you stir it in a pot over like medium-low heat, constantly, because the American cheese has, or the processed cheese has emulsifying salts in it that bring the whole thing together. And that makes essentially what seems like a Velveeta cheese sort of consistency of a sauce. And then you'll just put your noodles in there, mix them up, and you've got stovetop mac. That is Adam Ragusia's stovetop mac. And let me tell you, It is good. It's so good. Like, way better than any boxed mac and cheese, including Velveeta shells and cheese, which has long been one of my favorites. Stovetop mac from, homemade stovetop mac made with that recipe is just far superior. I do not do the fancy things of a roux or evaporated milk. It's just the cheese and the milk and a little bit of science. And that is all. Giga Gamer says Yoshi must be shared? Shared or scared? I'd imagine that both, or I'd imagine that scared in this instance would be accurate. But welcome to the stream, Giga Gamer. I hope that you're enjoying this. Welcome to part... Oh my goodness! Hang on. Welcome to part 7 of Super Mario World 2 Plus, a Yoshi's Island ROM hack. How are you? Did you see my Scott the Woz comment? I don't think so. I'll go back and see. Jeff, if I ever visit New York and stop at your place, you'd better make that mac. Sure thing. Kraft mac and cheese is amazing for a different kind of mac. Something comforting and simple, not greatest thing ever. I need this more addiction food. Says Solar Flare. By the way, when saying you take inspiration from Scott the Woz, you said Solar Flare by mistake, Lamau. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what I meant. Thanks, I'm a Yoshi fan myself, mate. Says Giga Gamer. It's hard not to be a Yoshi fan. I feel like there's nobody that looks at Yoshi that... Well, I don't want to deal in absolutes, but... I feel like there are very few people that look at Yoshi and are like, ugh! Ew! Or, oh, I hate that guy. No, Yoshi is a very, very likable figure. I can't imagine that many people dislike him. Very easy to be a fan. Yep. Yo, says Chris. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 7 of the Super Mario World 2 Plus ROM hack. How are you? Only a Sith deals in absolutes, says Ethan. I will do what I must. You got that right, says Giga Gamer. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like, you know? He's cute, he's utilitous, and... Well, I would go as far as to say that his games are fun. They're not all winners, but they're fun. Though I will admit, fun is very much a subjective term. You will try, says Ethan. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All that for one red coin. Worth it. Okay. Man, so many of these Goonies, dude. What do you call these guys? Like, the bony Goonies. What do you call them? I have no idea. I feel like I should know that, but I don't. I doubt they're called Boonies. That would be like a ghost variant of Goonies. I feel like that would be much appreciated. I have no idea what those guys are called. Well, he won't give me eggs. He will give me none of them. Alright, 1 second. I feel like this is the obvious path forward, so I will not proceed. I will go back and see what this is all about. Oh wait, I had no idea that you could jump off of that. Hang on. Hang on, what? Alright, well, I just learned something. I learned something that I feel will be imperative to my progress moving forward. You can jump off of those platforms after you've butt stomped them. The technical term is ground pound. Yes, it is. Good night and have a good week, Jeff, says Robert. You the same, my friend. Very good to see you. I hope that you have a good week, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, so... now I'm feeling like this is the less obvious path forward. Or I feel like this is the more obvious path forward now. And that earlier where I was going was a fun little bonus or something. I don't know. Oh, I'm definitely missing things. Time to commit seppuku. Doing anything fun sometime? Like any plans in the future, says Solar Flare. Other than going to watch Kung Fu Panda 4, I plan on going to a pancake restaurant with my coworkers sometime. That'll be fun. It's a seasonal pancake restaurant that is only open during like maple season. And they serve buckwheat pancakes with their own homemade maple syrup, and boy, it's good. My record for pancakes there that I've eaten in one sitting is 17. They go down sinfully easily. Like, it's so easy to eat those pancakes, dude. So easy. And they're fairly large pancakes, though they're pretty thin, too. So, like, 17 isn't... It sounds like a lot, and it is, but... I don't feel like it's as much as it sounds like. So that's one plan I have. My coworkers and I have, we're trying to make it a tradition, but so far we've only done it 1 year, where we go there for just a fun time, but it ends up being a pancake eating competition. And last year, I out-ate all of them, and I've been able to hold it over their heads for an entire year. It'll be interesting to see if that will continue this year. Like, my one coworker might have really been trying to up his game since then. So we'll see. We'll see. That sounds amazing, says Solar Flare. It is. It really is. Other than that, Sky and I went to Tom Walls with the kids last weekend. For the first time. We haven't really been to Tom Walls outside of malls. I don't know if they have Tom Walls in where you guys live, but let me just say this of Tom Walls. Don't just go to the mall or the mall locations and think that you're getting the experience. You're not. I went to the Tom Walls, and first off, their ice cream is great. Definitely top tier ice cream. They even have like a dedicated ice cream section that I didn't know about. But the other thing that I found more impressive was the fact that walking into that restaurant felt like I stepped out of a time machine into the 1950s. It was like old-fashioned diner-style restaurant, and it was fantastic. I loved it. Tom Walls? It's like this diner restaurant, primarily focused on like burgers and stuff like that. But like I said, their ice cream is amazing. They're known for their chili fries. So I guess Tom Walls is not a thing around where you are. 17? I thought I was a fatty. Jeez. It's a Solar Flare. I would like to get that to 20 this year. I was planning on cutting down my portions this year. Well, that didn't happen. That really did not happen. I did not cut down on my portions yet. I haven't increased the amount of food that I generally eat in one sitting, but I haven't decreased it. That's for sure. So, frankly, if I go there real hungry, and like I actually prepare, like I eat a salad for breakfast, which is something that you should do if you're preparing to eat like a lot of food in one sitting. Eat a salad for breakfast. It really opens up your gut. Like, if I actually prepare for it, I probably could get to 20. Jeff, do you have weekends off? I don't know how job hours work, says Solar Flare. Most of the time, yes. I only say most of the time because there are times I have to bring home work with me on the weekends, just because we have a strict deadline coming up. Most of the times, though, yeah, my job is, like, I work Monday through Friday. It's what I would typically call a 9 to 5, but very rarely am I there actually 9 to 5. And you don't get a lunch hour, or you get a half-hour lunch break, but that's unpaid time, so you have to spend 8.5 hours in the office to have spent, to have worked 8 hours. You don't get your lunch break paid. So I usually end up getting there around 8:30 and then leaving around 5. They're not super strict as to, like, what time I need to be there by. As long as I get my work done and I get my 40 hours in at least. Which, trust me, in this line of work, that's not a problem. Let me focus for a sec. So, I guess that was a long answer to your question. Yeah, I have the weekends off. Generally. One sec. MatPat's Final Game Theory comes out today, says Solar Flare. I just watched his Final Food Theory. Actually right before the stream. Definitely bittersweet. Gonna miss him. But it's not like Game Theory is going away. Like, there will be new hosts. We'll see how that goes. Gonna head to bed. Good night and good luck, says Janandro. Good night to you, and good luck finding a Ken amiibo. I hope that that search turns out in your favor. Have a good week. Goodbye, MatPat. Thanks for your theories. A game theory, says Chris. Yeah, right? Oh, gonna miss him. Jeff, I watched that same video right before the stream, says Solar Flare. That's funny, because, like, it's been out for a couple of days. MatPat will forever be the original host, says Chris. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, without MatPat, there would be no game theory, after all. In a very true sense. Okay, so that's not a thing. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. It's definitely not gonna feel the same, says Solar Flare. Yeah, no. You're definitely right, it won't. But I'm hopeful that they'll do a good job, and I'm sure that they will. I mean, I'm fairly certain that MatPat picked them himself. So he must trust how they're going to handle it. And like, just from what I saw in that one video that, or the last MatPat food theory video, I trust that the food theory channel will be in good hands. Uh-oh, this is bad. Real bad. Okay, we're good. Yeah. What happened to your mouth? Says Rito Chang. My mouth? I feel like my mouth is fine. It might just be a little bit rate. Kind of fuzzying things up. Are you a Matlock fan? Says Giga Gamer. Probably not. I don't know what that is, so no. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I don't harbor I don't harbor any ill will towards it or anything. I just haven't watched it. I think I'm gonna head out. See ya, Jeff, says Solar Flare. See ya, Solar Flare. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, a pleasure to have you. We'll see you next time. Oh boy. Oh no, my least favorite transformation. Is that a hot take, by the way? I feel like... Alright, you know what? I'm gonna ask you guys, what's your least favorite Yoshi transformation? Can be from any game. Can be from any Yoshi game. Yoshi's Story doesn't have any. Yoshi's Crafted Worlds are a little bit, non-traditional, let's say. But the rest of them have transformations. So, what's your least favorite? Jeff, you want to talk about Kung Fu Panda 4 once we've both seen it tomorrow? It's a Solar Flare. Do you mean in like a voice chat? Or like Discord DM about it? Probably not the voice chat, but I will certainly DM you about it. Or I guess DM me if I forget. Fun fact, redwood trees are bigger than the Statue of Liberty, says Graggle. Wow. I mean, that makes sense. Those things are massive. Boink. Okay, let me focus for a second. Let me cook. Blank. Yep. Okay. Now that I have this key, not exactly sure what I do with that. Let him cook, says Graggle. Yes, let me cook. My least favorite Yoshi transformations are the caps in Super Mario 64 DS. You know what? That's fair. I'll give you that one. I'll absolutely give you that one. Not exactly the kind that I was thinking of, but that counts. That's very clever. How do I get up there, and what do I do? Why does Battle for Bikini Bottom have more GB than Mario Odyssey? What do you mean by GB? Also, welcome to the stream, Yoshi Daffy Duck fan. I'm not sure if I said that yet. GB. I hope I haven't missed anything. Oh, I certainly hope I haven't missed anything. I'm concerned somewhat. Plop. Oh, right. He's green. He's green! I wasn't thinking. The green ones have 3 hit points. Great Britain? Says Aurora. Probably not Great Britain. I think something happened to your stream. Bug, says Rito. Yeah, there are certainly some times where my bitrate will go down to a value that I'm not super happy about. Bitrate basically just means the quality of video that my internet is able to provide to the YouTube server. And right now it's hovering around between 1,000 and 2,000 kilobits per second. For reference, I have it set to 4,500 kilobits per second. I would set it higher, but I can't because my internet service provider doesn't really provide, or doesn't really accommodate me for a much higher bandwidth than that, as evidenced by the fact my bitrate is sub 2,000 kilobits per second. So that's a little unfortunate. I apologize for any fuzziness that might be occurring. There's not a ton I can really do about it, unfortunately. They don't have fiber in my area yet. Oops. Not what I intended to do. Give me egg. Thank you. Green eggs and ham. He doesn't like green eggs and ham. He doesn't like green eggs and ham. If the caps in Super Mario 64 DS change the voice, I might exclusively play as Yoshi, says Aurora. Yeah, for sure. I would, obviously. And in fact, I plan on it when I do get around to playing, Super Mario 64 DS. For that is a thing I am going to do. Another key, hooray. I will primarily be playing as Yoshi. The only places I will not be playing Yoshi are the areas that I cannot play as Yoshi, which include Big Boo's Haunt and the Bowser levels. GB is short for gigabyte. Oh! Oh, okay. Gotcha. Why does Battle for Bikini Bottom have more gigabytes than Super Mario Odyssey? So you're asking why the file size is larger for Battle for Bikini Bottom as opposed to Mario Odyssey. It's because Mario Odyssey is a Nintendo first-party game, and somehow Nintendo has worked out some sort of compression program or some sort of compression system where they get the file size for the games miraculously small. Breath of the Wild was only like 12 gigabytes, if I remember right. Giga Gamer. 1 second. Okay, sweet. I have everything. Kind of unexpected, that. Would you eat green eggs and ham on a tram? Says Giga Gamer. I probably would. How did you... I never expected you to get this far. Now it's over. Your game ends here. I don't know, like, what do green eggs and ham taste like? Or is it just food coloring? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Not a fan of that. They've definitely reworked this, combat arena. Which I don't mind entirely. Step off, dude. I said step off. Step off. I actually think I might prefer this one. Because I can kind of just hide out here. Alright, let's make sure that I have enough. Oh, no! Alright, well, time to try and regain my health. Okay, that might not be feasible. We're still gonna try, though. Is it worth it? He might kill himself before I'm able to regain all of my life. Yeah, I think I'd better just try again. Same, me too. It is just green dye. Oh yeah, absolutely, in that case I would try it. Alright. Let us try that again. It definitely was not worth trying to trick shot my way through that one. You know, I guess the other arena probably was easier. Just by virtue of the fact that, you know, there wasn't this middle section. Okay. Just let him jump. Get out of here. Get out of here. So my current plan is just keep batting him away with these eggs until I'm able to open up this hole here. Then I'll like jump over him and then just, you know, hit him with eggs until he falls into this pit. Seems like a good idea to me. Because that's how you beat this boss, in case anybody was not aware. Okay, let's fill up on eggs here. And pump out those eggs faster, man. Alright. Come on, you giant palooka. Put them up, you big palookas. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. Forgot there was a cloud there. It was kind of invisible. Alright. Jumping over him. Here we go. That'll do it. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I'm not saying anything, says Aurora. Hey all, I'm back from what I was doing, lol. Managed to memorize the use of the first 47 laws out of 123. Or 123. Cheapers, dude. Best of luck. That's a lot. Looks like Peach's actress is going for a deeper voice in Princess Peach Showtime, which is strange because she was super high-pitched in Mario Wonder. Yeah, typically she is high-pitched. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. I haven't checked out the demo. Freaky Forest. As long as it's not an auto-scroller, I'm fine. Guys, I forgot that there was a demo for for the Princess Peach Showtime game. And I really want to check it out now. Cheesy cheese. I do like cheese. Okay. Do I need this guy, or was he just there for kicks? For getting your kicks on Route 66. I don't know, but it seems like I have a lot of other chances. What? Okay, no, that is just death. Oh, and change of plans. Just ask my dad, and they told me the people that planned the exam told us the wrong time. It's gonna be 2 hours. It's not gonna be 2 hours, it's 6 hours. Jeez. Jeez. What did you say the purpose of this test was? It's not like college placement or something like that, is it? That's a very long exam. Oh. Okay, well that explains some things. Here we go. Let's try and get some more of those fluffin' puffins. Yeah, never mind. I guess I do only need one, so long as I don't screw it up. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's try from this angle. Perfect. I mean, I murdered him, but still, I got the coins. That's what I wanted. Anything over here? Doesn't seem that way. Fluffin' puffin'. Give me your babies. Okay, first of all, I don't need them for this part. What was I thinking? I mean, I'm still gonna take them. Whoops. Nah, the entrance exam was like 2 weeks ago, and honestly, it was easy. This is an excellence exam, which is just topics we haven't seen, and around 100 students fight for the first 3 places. That sounds intense. Oi. Let's try this again. There we go. Man, I'm thinking about the Princess Peach Showtime thing again. The fact that there's a demo, like I saw a thumbnail for an Arlo video that was saying like his first impressions or something, and I'm like, I can't watch that because I want to go in with like no expectations and no like prior knowledge. I want to go in like complete clean slate sort of thing. But there's a demo and I really want to try it. I don't know, guys. I wanna. Okay, now what? Oh, that just brings me back here. Okay, that's weird. The 3 winners get like an academic achievement and either 80, 90, or 100% off the school. Whoa! Alright. Well, I really hope for your success then. Holy cow, that's a big deal. Wow. Give me the stars. Stars upon ours. Anyway, what do you guys think? Should I go ahead and play the demo? Or should I hold off and really wait until the live stream series to really play the game for the first time? I have a feeling if I tell Sky that... Oh, I gotta see what happens here. Okay, absolutely nothing. I have a feeling that if I tell Sky that there's a demo for Princess Peach Showtime, she's going to want to try it. like post-haste. She will not want to wait. And frankly, I couldn't blame her, because I don't want to wait. I want to play it. Oh, and getting 4th place is just getting seen by the teachers and getting nothing from it. Pretty much just a waste of time. Giga Gamer says, hold off for now. Alright, I will attempt to. I'll try not to even tell Sky that there's a demo. Like I said, if she knows that, she's gonna be like, oh, I want to play it. It's like my best Sky impression. Baby Yoshi is way better than Baby Mario. How would Jeff react if Baby Yoshi was in Mario Kart? How would he drive? He barely has arms. I mean, you could technically say that of, like, actual Yoshi too, but, like, Baby Yoshi really doesn't have arms. Also, am I the only one who thinks that matured Yoshi is far, far cuter than Baby Yoshi? At least in, like, the Super Mario Bros, new Super Mario Bros and Super Mario World iterations of Baby Yoshi. Kind of just looks all scrunkled up and... I mean, he's still cute, obviously. He's a Baby Yoshi. What's not cute about that? But I find that I like the grown Yoshis better. I find that they're cuter. Yeah, going all clear on impressions for the game sounds like a better option, says Brainpick. Then I will endeavor to do just that. Also, Sky might be playing a good amount of the game on stream for you guys. Got it. Okay. Okay, that's hilarious. Oh, come on. I can't go too far off screen now. Yeah, but Sky might be playing a good amount of the game for you guys, actually. So you'll be getting some Sky playthrough going on. She hasn't really played any of the games on stream since, like... since Spyro. It's been a while. Oh no. Alright, let's try this again. So you like the Baby Yoshis from Yoshi's Story better? Better than the Yoshis from, or Baby Yoshis from Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. Yes. Got it. Let's go. Hi, Jerf! Says Heloy. Hello, Heloy. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you could make it. I'm sorry to hear about your real-life struggles right now. I hope everything's going alright. How are you? How did everything go? Welcome to, part 7 of Super Mario World 2 Plus in Yoshi's Island ROM Hack. Okay, so there's probably a green switch this way. If I had come this way first, I would have been like, what the heck? What was the point of coming over here? What's the point of this green switch? Okay, I know something's down there. Oh, there goes my fluffin' puffin'. I wasted that. Sadly, my mom had to stay in the hospital and she might need emergency surgery, says Heloy. I'm sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. It stinks. I hope that that goes well, though, as well as it possibly can. Which means I have to cook for my entire family, says Heloy. You know what? It'll be a growing experience. And honestly, you might just find that you have a gift for cooking. Who knows? That's kind of what happened with me. Well, not exactly the same situation, but, you know, similar reasonings. I had to cook out of necessity, and then I found out that I loved cooking. Because believe it or not, before I got married, I did not know how to cook. Not in the slightest. Not a clue. My primary dish of choice was macaroni and cheese with chopped up hot dogs. That was like my cuisine. And then I got married, and one of us had to learn how to cook. And Sky got home from work later than I did. She worked at a daycare center at the time. So she would normally get home around 6:30, and I would normally get home around 5. So it just made sense that I would be the one to learn how to cook. And then I learned that I really liked cooking. And now here I am. Oh, I'm scared about this. I like cooking, but I don't know what to cook or how, so yeah. This is Heloy. Well, I have a feeling that you will learn, and I hope that you enjoy it. It'll be a good experience for you, learning how to cook for your whole family. It's a good experience, frankly. Not the best, you know, circumstances for it, but, you know, silver lining and all that, you know. Do you have any ideas? Shrimp Alfredo, yeah! Queso 2023. Oh no. Oh, screw these guys, man. Okay. Not exactly sure how I do this one. Are you kidding me? I would have hit it. I don't know. I can cook something. Cereal. Not sure that really counts. Also, I'm not sure that's how I was supposed to do that. Was I blind or was that door there before? Oh no. I'm gonna go through that door. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy. It did spawn in. And it is a bonus thing. There we go. Nah, but for real, I can make myself a simple breakfast. Says Healy, there you go. You gotta start somewhere. I will likely be making waffles for us tomorrow. Ooh, Ethan, if you're still there, I have a yummy treat that I will be planning to make for you and your sister and your mother when you all come over. I will be making homemade cinnamon rolls. And probably some homemade pizza too, because I have some dough that I need to use up. It's been fermenting in the fridge for like 5 days. I don't know if Sky told you about the homemade cinnamon rolls I made, but they were pretty nice. Actually, hang on. This is an important detour. An important situation. You know what? I'm not gonna share that. Hang on. See here. Hang on. Oh, I gotta show it on the other screen. Hang on. See this, Ethan? I made this. I made this from scratch. Cinnamon rollers with cream cheese frosting. You have that to look forward to tomorrow. Well, hopefully it goes well. Back to the action. See, Heloy, maybe you'll figure out that you can make stuff like that. That'll be yummy. Yum yum, says Ethan. It's called Chef App if you want. It looks good, says Heloy. Thank you. Now I'm hungry, says Ethan. I'm sorry, but I had to. I had to try and get you excited. It's crazy how much puzzle games Mario and the gang had in the late NES and SNES and Game Boy era of Nintendo, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. I'm not terribly shocked, because like I said in my top 10 video, at that time, Nintendo was really trying to capitalize on the Tetris craze. Because, like, Tetris swept the nation, right? Tetris is one of, if not the best-selling video game of all time. It is up there, dude. Tetris was hugely popular. And, like, everybody wanted a slice of that pie. So, you know, Mario being a very, family-oriented and, yeah, stuff like that sort of game series, yeah, it was kind of inevitable that that kind of thing would happen. Huh. Can I go back? Nope. Nope. Well, that's unfortunate. I know where that stuff is, but I don't really want to play the level again right now. I'll say this. If I have time at the end of the stream, which I doubt I will, I'll go back and finish or complete those levels. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Sorry. That level that I just played and 6-2. Excuse me. I've been trying to play the new Fortnite season and there's a 30-minute queue, and after those 30 minutes, it's either says server's not responding or successfully logged out. What the heck? Good thing I don't play Fortnite. It took the telephone 70 years to reach 1 million users. It took Candy Crush only 7. It took Candy Crush 7 years to get to 1 million users? That kind of blows my mind. Not so much the telephone, because like any new technology, I bet that it was prohibitively expensive at first. Like, I was listening to a podcast earlier that was talking about, you know, how consumer goods tend to go down in price once they have, like, mass market adoption. They were saying, like, when flat screen TVs came out, they were like, you know, $10,000 for one, but now you can get a pretty solid flat screen TV for $600. The one that's in the background, the one that I have is a 55-inch 4K TV, and it's not anything special. It's just a Roku TV from Hisense, but it's still 4K. It's 55 inches, so it's a good size. And I got it on Black Friday for like $250. Also, I got it like going on 6 years ago. So, it's been a champ, really. But I'd imagine that the telephone was similar. Even, like, smartphones. Well, you know what? Smartphones is a bad example, because they just keep getting more expensive, because they keep stuffing stuff inside. They keep stuffing them full of more stuff! So they're getting more expensive. Oh, I should've left it. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I played for Fortnite, for one reason. Peter Griffin, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Peter Griffin? Huh. Hilo says, it's because when technology is brand new, it's less common, so it costs more, but as the years go by more and more, then that technology appears, so it costs less, says Hilo. That's certainly one reason for it. Another reason is, just the manufacturing processes get more refined, and, like, they figure out how to make it better and cheaper. Like TVs, for example, while we're still on the topic of TVs. Like, I think it's like a 113-inch sheet that they make multiple panels out of. Right? Like, it might not be 113 inches, but like, several TVs are cut out of like the same wafer. Like, they have one base panel that's like cut up into smaller pieces instead of like, you know, fabbing every one of them. And fabbing, by the way, is a term for like created in a microelectronics fab, a fabrication center, in other words. Don't let your mind slip on that one. Yeah. But, yeah, you get the point. Like, they just get better at making the thing. Of course, like I said, there are some examples of, you know, new thing not getting cheaper and instead getting more expensive. I feel like video game consoles are starting to kind of see that. Well, maybe not. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like in just like absolute numbers they are, but that's just because the value of the dollar has gone down so much, but I digress. Like, when the PlayStation 3 first came out, it was $600 and everyone laughed at it. Fast forward about a decade and a half or 2 decades, the PlayStation 5 comes out and it's $500, and it's like, oh, that's a reasonable price. It's a difference of $100. Except in today's money, you know, that $600 back in 2006, when they first unveiled the PlayStation 3, was more like $800 or $900. So, yeah, take that for what you will. I don't know what point I'm trying to make with that. I guess I'm just saying, feels like video game consoles are getting more expensive. Why do I feel like I've seen this level design before? The Mario character you wouldn't think would have a shooting game, but does. Yoshi. This is Yoshi Daffy Duck. Yeah, correct. Yoshi Safari. Real interesting little adventure, that. I honestly had a lot of fun with it. Uh-oh. This might be a problem. Jeff, if you can imagine anything, it's most likely in Fortnite, says Heloy. Yeah, they've gotten so many of the popular IPs there now at this point. Oh boy, I feel like I probably missed stuff. I always feel like that in Yoshi levels, though. Let's see where this leads me. Okay. Well done, me. Oy. There's probably a better way of going about that. Yeah, there most certainly was. Okay, let's try this. Nope. All I want is to get in that cloud. That's all I want. Nope. Okay, there we go. Is that just skipping part of the level? It seems like it probably was. Oh, hello, fake flower. Yeah, that was just skipping part of the level. No real benefit to that, other than not getting hit by Mr. Flower Monster. The Mario character... Oh, sorry. If Yoshi was added to Fortnite, Jeff would say, oh no. This is Yoshi Daffy Duck. Actually, I wouldn't mind that much. Though, that's never gonna happen. You know how protective Nintendo is with their IPs. Though I will say, Nintendo's been getting a little bit more loosey-goosey on the idea of letting other studios play with their precious Mario IP. Like that whole Mario and Rabbids Kingdom battle sort of thing. Like that was quite the sight to behold. But it exists, and apparently it was good. I didn't play it because like tactical or strategical tactical shooter game thingies, not really my cup of tea, but apparently it was good. Everybody thought it was a joke at first, but no, it actually turned out like it was a real thing and it was actually decent. So soon the Apple Vision Pro will cost $600 instead of 4K, says Heloy. That I kind of doubt. Oh, hello. You know what? Sure, I'll take that. Apple kind of prides itself in the idea of, you know, we'll make this product quite expensive so that nobody except for our base fans will buy it. But that set of base fans is pretty wide because they're Apple. Like, how many people do you know that have an iPhone? How many of you have an iPhone? I don't. They're very cost prohibitive to me. Hello, fat guy. They're cost prohibitive to me. I will not buy iPhones, and in fact, I don't like their operating software. But that is neither here nor there. There are plenty of very big fans of Apple. They'll buy up practically everything, everything that they do. It is those people that Apple is trying to appeal to with this whole... I don't know. I don't know what point I'm trying to make with that. I'm just trying to say, don't get your hopes up for a $600 Apple Vision Pro. Oh, I gotta jump on him. 9 out of every 10 people have an iPhone. That's how many people have an iPhone. Says Hilo. I kind of doubt that. I think it's more like, you know, 6 or 7 in every 10. It's certainly a majority of people that have a smartphone have an iPhone, but it's not 9 out of 10 people. Heloy says Samus was going to be in Fortnite, but they wanted the skin to be Nintendo exclusive, so Epic Games denied the offer, says Heloy. Yeah, that's something else that Nintendo tends to do, like as a protection measure, I guess, for their IP. Save your Riz for baby Gronk and Livu done. I don't know. I know that Solar Flare said that before. I don't know what that means. Enjoy that. I did. Boink. There we go. That's what I wanted all along. Bwahahaha. Is that actually a thing, Heloy? Is that like an actual reference? I don't know what it is. It said successfully logged out again, says Heloy. Bummer. Now you'll just have to watch the Yoshi Fanatic for another half hour. What a shame. Okay. No. I know. Okay. That's definitely a red coin. Yeah. So that's why it wasn't updated. Bro, says Heloy. Oh, that sucks. Also, what also sucks is the fact that I just did. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna still watch anyways, says Heloy. Yes, please do. I enjoy your company. Chain Chomp Rock, says Rito. I had a feeling that was gonna screw me over. And indeed I was correct. Unfortunate that. Come here, fake flower. Okay. Time to get some red eggs. There we go. That will suffice. By the way, you can do that trick of getting red eggs in pretty much any Yoshi game. Well, okay, not any Yoshi game. Yoshi's Woolly World, Yoshi's Story, Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, you cannot. Yoshi's Story because the eggs didn't bounce in that game except for one very specific instance that I'd like to showcase in a short sometime. Yoshi Topsy-Turvy because they didn't have eggs. Or Yoshi didn't have eggs in that game. And Yoshi's Woolly World because bouncing eggs off of surfaces in that game did not result in rewards. Oh my. Whoa. Okay, I know what happened there, but that was interesting how that whole situation worked out. That rolling flower is actually your enemy, Jeff. Oh, that's evil. They hid 3 red coins in there. Yeah, I'm very aware, Rito. Thank you, though. Hang on. Do I have a POW block? I don't, but you know what I do have? A couple of these. You know what else I have? Oh, one of these. Oh, I shouldn't have used this. I wasted it. Okay. Well. Bummer. Well. I guess there is a way that I can make up for this. I really should not have used this watermelon. Oh my gosh. I really shouldn't have used it there. Move out the way. I don't really want to use my my flower card, but I will happily use my full egg card. Oh no! Dang it. Can you pause the game and look at pause text? They look 3D classy spin. Yes, they do. Nintendo was a big fan of their 3D effects. Hang on. I would really rather not have to use one of my star cards. Yeah. They like their 3D effects with this game. Whee! I want to play already, says Heloy. I'm sorry, Heloy. I can't really help you with that. There we go. Now just let me through, please. Alternatively, I guess no! Alright, well now I have to do that thing again. Get out of here. Oh, maybe at this point I should just use the thing. Gimme! There we go. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. I really don't want to use any more of my items. You never know. Oh, come on! Why do I suck? Why am I so bad? Alright. Give me. I really don't want to use any more of my cards, but I'm starting to think it might not be a bad idea at this point. Oh, I suck! I'm really trying to focus here, too. That's really unfortunate. I don't need you guys anymore. There we go. Okay, let's continue. And hopefully not get damaged here. I'm very stubborn when it comes to this game. Very stubborn indeed. But you know what? That stubbornness paid off. I want to shoot thunderbolts at Zeus, whip people as Hades, and fly around as Aphrodite, and shoot spears as Poseidon, says Heloy. Understandable. I'm sorry that I can't help you with that. Alright, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good now. Feeling pretty good about that one. Ooh, more match cards. I am down with that. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? I want the melons and I want the full. And other than that, I don't really care all that much. Game time, says Heloy. Yeah, like I said, my favorite one. I didn't really pay as much attention this time. I just wanted to make sure that I got these two things. These are the most important things to me right now, because that's what I just used up. I feel like I put these right next... Nope. They did not put those right next to each other. But I do know... that one goes there. What's this? Ah. Alright, well I got the ones that I really cared about. Okay. 2 more levels, guys. 2 more levels. And then we'll have beaten the game. Mechanism Madness. Oh boy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Peter Griffin is jealous of Mario 4 fingers and 1 thumb. Yeah, right, because Pete only has 3 fingers and 1 thumb. What a scrub muffin. Mechanism Madness. Oh, I screwed that up. Yeah, that's alright. Oh no! The game lagged. Sounds like an excuse, but that's really what happened. Jeff, can you play Wario Get It Together in the next stream? No. First off, I don't have any of the WarioWare games. But second off, I actually have pretty much all of my live streams planned out until July. And even up through August, honestly. I pretty much know what I want to stream for the next few months. That said, WarioWare is not like a complete no. Just not, it's a not right now. It is a not right now. Okay, this is like the perfect level to have the watermelon on. And I screwed it up. I mean, I have one more watermelon, but I really don't want to use it right now. WarioWare Get It Together has 0 megabytes, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. That is not true. There is no game that is 0 megabytes up. Well, no digital video game that is 0 megabytes. Well, there's plenty of video games that are less than 1 megabyte. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are no digital games that take up no digital space whatsoever. That's not a thing. That's not reality. Find me a bandit. And I will find me some extra lives. Wait a minute, I killed them, didn't I? Yeah. That's okay. We will continue. I'm sure there will be more bandits. It worked. I'm in, says Heloy. Well done. Your patience paid off. Now reap the benefits and the rewards for it, my friend. Oh no. Hey, how about you give me that? Okay, I got it. Whew, that was a close one. I has bought the Chapter 5 Season 2 Battle Pass. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can buy things and I unlocked Cerberus! Or Cerberus. Sure. I don't know which one that is. I know it's a mythological figure, I just can't remember which one. Okay. They've come to steal my eggs. Oh, look. Oh, bandit. I wish I had more melons. Alright, see ya. Oh no! See me too! The three-headed dog? Oh, cool. Ugh. Okay. There was no middle ring. I was too focused on trying to get multiple extra lives from these bandits. I really shouldn't have been so laser-like focused on that. I was just excited I had watermelons. Jeff, what is your top 5 favorite video game characters of all time? Okay, so that's not something I think about very much. Like, obviously my number 1 is Yoshi. But numbers 2 through 5 are very much up in the air. So, take this with a grain of salt. Number 1, Yoshi. Number 2, Samus. Number 3, Link. Number 4, Pit. Number 5. I don't know. Luigi, I guess. See, that was more of a, like, that answer was more of a, what are my favorite video game series? That's more what that answer was. So I apologize, that wasn't the best list. And it was all Nintendo IPs. Though, keep in mind, I certainly do like a couple non-Nintendo... You know what? I'm gonna take back my number 5. I'm gonna take back my number 5. My number 5 is gonna be Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. That story was so good, and that character development was so awesome. I think that Jin Sakai deserves a spot in my top 5. In terms of just pure awesomeness and character development and story richness. I like the Pikachu character more than the Pokemon games, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Can't say I blame you. I like the character of Pikachu as well. But I've never played the Pokemon games. And at this point in my life, I probably won't. I love that the stars were still hanging out there, by the way. Like, after I'd ground pounded and then POW blocked them. Wow, I wasted all of those stars that I just earned. What do you guys think? Was that a good list? Was that a fair list? Was that a list that you can say, oh, well, alright. Like, I don't really agree with it, but, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. At least it was a bunch of different franchises. I kind of surprised myself, honestly, with the whole Jin Sakai angle. I'm back, says Heloy. Welcome back, Heloy. You missed the part where I put Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima in my top 5 favorite video game characters list. Diddy Kong is number 2 in my list, says Yoshi Daffy Duck fan. Diddy Kong's a good one too, for sure. I very much enjoyed Diddy's Conquest. That was a good one. Was there more stuff up there? Was I supposed to come down here first? Yeah, I made the right choice. I forgot about that game. Ghost of Tsushima, says Heloy. Yeah? What in the... How? Like this, maybe? Nope. Is this one of those things where I just have to... Okay. Get exactly the right angle. That's what I had to do. No, man, like, Ghost of Tsushima, I treasure that game, dude. That game was so darn good. I wish I had an opportunity to go back and play it more. / again, because I did not do everything in that game, and I wish that I did. Like, I couldn't have when I was on when I was streaming the game, right? Like, it doesn't really make a ton of sense to, get everything in a live stream series of the game, because... Oh, no. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, that's a big-ish problem. Oh, that is a problem. Oh, no. Oh, I'm screwing myself over. Wait. No, that is what I was supposed to do. Yep, Ghost is forever hovering between 2 and 3 in my favorite, for my favorite game. It's pretty much interchangeable with Horizon Zero Dawn. They're both so good, says Ethan. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that the story of Ghost of Tsushima resonated with me much more than Horizon Zero Dawn did. But that was a good one too, man. Like, oh my goodness. Can't go wrong with either one of them, frankly. Oh. There we go. Haha! Yeah. I don't know, man. I wish that I had more time to go back and experience more of Ghost of Tsushima. I really do. I've wanted to go back and play New Game Plus forever, dude. Dang it. It's on my list. It absolutely is, but I can't get around to it. And it's one of those games that I'm not really willing to play in front of the kids. It's quite violent, which I'm perfectly fine with, but JJ is now at the age where, you know, the media that he watches will affect him. And I am not in favor of putting such things in front of him and getting him thinking about that sort of thing more often. He already has a hard enough time with, you know, he often says he has bad dreams. Often citing bears as being like a central focus. I don't know how true that is or if he's just making up stories. Either one is frankly possible. But he's even when he was younger. Even when he was younger, oh, that one would have done it too. Even when he was younger, like there was this one show that Sky was watching. I forget what it was called, but there was like this robot guy. It was like a spacefaring adventure or something, and there was this robot guy that would come along for the ride sometimes. And like, JJ was scared of him. He didn't outwardly show it when Sky was watching the show, but like, we had a, well, the robot's face would turn orange when it was in like distress. And, you know, at night we have a unit heater upstairs. Not a unit heater, it's like a little space heater, right? For small spaces. Are you kidding me? This is the one thing that's persistent? Well, I got the flower at least. FNAF reference? It might be. Not that he's seen FNAF, but it might have popped up on like an advertisement on our Roku TV. But, Willy Wonka traumatized me, says Aurora. Hey, that's fair. Some freaky stuff happened to those kids. But like, you know, getting back to the story, this guy was watching that show, and I forget what it was called, but it did feature this robot guy. You can outright kill those guys? I didn't know that was possible. Anyway, the robot's face would turn orange when it was in distress. Well, at night, it was in the winter time, so we had a space heater upstairs because we don't have enough like vents upstairs to like, we do have a furnace, but not enough vents to really like adequately heat the upstairs. I mean, point is, we got supplemental heat upstairs. There's a unit heater, and it's a resistive type unit heater. So there's a resistor element inside that turned orange when it's heated up, and then there's a fan that blows across that element, you know, to provide heat. So it turns orange when it heats up. And JJ saw that, and he would be so freaked out. Like, we didn't put 2 and 2 together, but like at night, like, he would just wake up in a screaming fit, and we didn't put 2 and 2 together until like a couple days later when we were like, oh, it's that show you're watching, and he thinks that the space heater is that robot, and he's scared of it. And that's really the point where we started realize, well, when we found out when it was time to really be careful what we were watching or putting on the TV when JJ was around. And now he's like, that was a couple of years ago. He's now 4 years old. He watches YouTube too much. Well, like, if he watches YouTube too much, then like he'll just start acting crazier than normal and like doing all sorts of things and saying things that I don't like that these YouTubers will say. And like, they're all kid-friendly stuff, but you still got to be careful what you let your kids watch. It's very influential, especially at certain ages. So all that is to say, I am not willing to play games like Ghost of Tsushima in front of my kids. I'm not willing to play like the newer Tomb Raider game. Like any games that have a decent amount of violence or gore or swearing. Basically, I will not play non-family friendly games in front of my kids. That stuff has to be reserved for after the kids have gone to bed. And like I said earlier, lately I've been trying to focus on whenever I am spending time awake when the kids are asleep, I've been trying to spend that time focusing on, you know, my upcoming video. Alright, oh, fudge nutters. I'd be aware of what children content farm stuff is on YouTube. Really weird and bizarre stuff. Children content farm stuff. Yeah, no, like, yeah, you gotta be really careful. And like, I might be what you would call an overprotective parent. I might be sheltering my child. So be it. He's 4. I kind of have a right to shelter him at this point in his life. But yeah, that just means that there are several video games I would like to play that I will not be playing just because I won't play them in front of my kids. Ghost of Tsushima is unfortunately one of them. Hi Jeff, says LP. Hi LP. Hey, it's awesome to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 7. Can you believe it? Part 7 of Super Mario World 2 Plus, a Yoshi's Island ROM hack. How are you? Good morning. YouTube Shorts is weird. TikTok is decent, says Heloy. Yeah, well, TikTok I don't like for different reasons. And Instagram Reels is filled with racism. Now, Jeff, if you don't want to be saying those types of words, says Heloy. Now, Jeff, you don't want to be saying those types of words. Yeah, right. Would JJ be creeped out of Epic Mickey? Says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Maybe. There is some creepy stuff in Disney's Epic Mickey. Though, not as much as they originally wanted. Like, there was some pretty creepy stuff in the concept art for that game. Holy cow. That said, I don't know 100%. He might not be. Like, Epic Mickey might be perfectly fine. I wouldn't know. I haven't played it since he was born. My mom and grandma let my brother watch Family Guy from a very young age. Really bad mistake, says Aurora. Why does Mortimer Mouse say ha-cha-cha? Says a Giga Gamer. I don't know. Why does she? I feel like you're probably more well-informed on the matter than I am. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm probably going to be one of those, or I probably am one of those overly protective parents. But again, so be it. It's my kid. He's 4 years old. I feel like I have that right. So I will continue to exercise that right. Wow, that got like real... well, real all of a sudden. I have a feeling this is gonna end poorly. Did I miss that coin? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. That wasn't worth using that egg. Oh, that's a cool color. Wow, that was close. Not that it really matters. You kind of just spin out. Did we ever see a red train Yoshi in the original Yoshi's Island? I feel like we did, and it wasn't this color. Like with the blue caboose and all, the blue car and everything. No, I don't. For some reason, I don't remember it. Middle ring. Okay. To this day, my brother makes really incoherent jokes constantly, and his social skills just aren't there. Says Aurora. That is unfortunate. It's like Family Guy is... if you aren't careful and you don't monitor what the show actually is, like, saying and everything, like, the art style evokes children's cartoon. But if you're familiar with it, then, like, all shows that are kind of that art style will hit you as, like, you know, being that very, you know, crass adult humor sort of cartoons. Like, once you see that art style and associate it with Family Guy, you know, American Dad and, you know, similar sorts of, we'll say, Adult Swim cartoons. Futurama, I guess. Rick and Morty. Like, shows that have a similar sort of art style. Or, like, that sort of cartoon look that... I don't know. You know the look I'm talking about. I guess it's mostly prevalent with Family Guy and American Dad. Like, that's the one I'm really thinking of. But you can also apply that to the other ones I mentioned. Regardless, like, they look innocent enough. Oh, that was totally the right coin that I missed. They look innocent enough, right? But then you watch them. And then, like, you actually pay attention to what's being said. And it's very clearly not a children's cartoon. I don't want to say it's, like, a trap. I think it's just one of those things where, like, hey, you know, all cartoons don't have to be kids' cartoons, that sort of thing. Like, they don't want, like, that medium to be trapped in that sort of, I don't know, stigma. But, on the other hand, it almost feels like they're trying to get you sometimes. At least coming from an adult. Oh, an adult. A parent. who is very protective of his kids. I don't know. I'm a little bit more cynical, I guess. Alright, final level. Let's go. Sorry if this is getting too real, guys. Like, I know that's not like a fun topic to talk about. I guess if nothing else, just, you know, from that, take what, if anything that you take from that, conversation, just be careful what you watch, and, when you're a parent, especially, what you have your kids watch. It's more influential than you might realize. Oh, it's the balloons. Is Mr. Pickles for children? What? See, when you said Mr. Pickles, what I thought you meant was, hello. What I thought you meant was Mr. Pickles from, Rugrats. So I have no idea. I doubt that that's what you're talking about. Oh. So this is the final level. I don't really care what you... Oh, sorry, hang on. I don't really care what you talk about. I just care that you talk about something, says Healy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be one of those streamers that's like... silent but deadly. Never want to have too much awkward silence. Darn Disney owns a lot of Pete's, and one of them is Peter Griffin. Do you watch Beavis and Butthead? Asks Yoshi Daffy Duck. I don't really watch much of any shows. Much less adult cartoons. I don't know, like, I'll watch like clips of Family Guy and stuff like that on YouTube, but generally the humor style doesn't super appeal to me. There are some clips for sure. Like some of the cutaway jokes, I know that they're annoying in Family Guy, but some of them really strike a chord with me. Like that, I brought it up a couple of times on here, that one where, you know, Stewie's like, you know, talking about how any pizza place screws up a salad, and then it cuts away to a pizza parlor, and then they get like an order for salad, and they very clearly don't know how to make one. And the joke is that every pizza place falls into these traps of, like, you know, tomato slices that are too thick, the big round hard part on the bottom of the head of cabbage, or the iceberg lettuce rather, that no one can really eat, that one really spicy pepper that few people have a tolerance to, put that in there, a whole can of olives, dump it all in. Like that sort of joke, I thought that was hysterical. But that's not like an adult humor sort of joke, or at least not like, you know, what most people would consider adult humor. What most people mean when they say adult humor is like either dirty or like foul-mouthed or that sort of thing. That's what is generally meant, I find, when one says adult humor. It's not generally just humor that would appeal to adults, like, say, The Office, for example. Where it's like, oh, I know the struggle of being in a 9-to-5 job, and like... Oh. I know the struggle of being in a 9-to-5 job, and I resonate with this joke. That's not generally what is meant by an adult joke. And that's not generally a type of joke that really appeals to me. Oh. I like the $1 Million Man cutaway, says Aurora. I'm sure I would find it funny too if I knew what that was. Oh my. This deserves a emotional damage for the last level, says Healy. Jeff, do you know the horror game called Zoonomaly? I don't. Horror games are another one of those things that doesn't really appeal to me, frankly. Not because I'm scared of them, but just because, like, I kind of think they're pointless. more than most video games are pointless. Like, they exist to scare you or to, like, get some sort of fear or fight or flight reaction. That's what that game is meant for. And to me, that kind of gets rid of the entire appeal of games, which is like, well, again, it very much depends on what you're looking for in a video game. But for me, I look for something that I can relax to after a hard day of work. Or something to test my reflexes in, or like my mental acuity, I guess, when it comes to like puzzle solving. I don't look for something that scares me or puts me on edge, gets my fight or flight response going. Horror games are definitely out of my wheelhouse just for that reason. And I will note that they don't really scare me. One of my friends was trying to get me to play this horror game once, and I sat down and played it, and like things would jump out at me and I'd be like, oh, alright. And he was very disappointed with my lack of response to jump scares. It's not that they get me more than the average person. It's not like I'm overly scared of jump scares. It's that I just don't find any value in them. It's a game that made by Lights Are Off, says Rito Chang. Again, something I'm not familiar with. I only like some horror games. FNAF, of course, says Heloy. Yeah, and like, I'm not saying that you should not like horror games. I'm just telling you why I don't. If that sort of game is in your wheelhouse and you enjoy that sort of game, more power to you. But it's just not for me. So, getting back to this game for a second, I wonder, I'm seeing a bunch of doors that, well, I can go in, and it makes me wonder if this is one of those types of levels where, you know, there's multiple pathways. I'm really wondering that, because so far, I feel like I've gone on 2 different branching paths. And a reason why that is actually important is because whenever there's branching paths in a Yoshi game, I worry about which way to go first because I don't want to miss any collectibles. But in this style of level, like the boss level or the final boss level in Yoshi's Island had 4 different pathways that you could go through to progress through the level, and Yoshi's Island DS did that as well. Like, it had a few different options for which way you could go. Driven primarily by which baby you took. I'm sorry, I don't understand what that comment is reading. It looks like Ukrainian or Russian. I don't know how to read that, and I'm sorry. But thank you for commenting. I'm sorry that I just don't understand your comment. Okay, so why don't I go ahead, and this is a middle ring, clearly meant for the final boss. I'm going to go ahead and give myself some health here, and oh boy. Wow, they actually skipped the corridor scene. That's kind of inspired. I like that. Oh dear, what to do? Young Master Bowser wakes. Kamek, it's too noisy in here. I want to go sweepy by. Me too, baby Bowser. Me too. Bloink. Huh? What kind of green donkey is that? Looks like fun. Me wanna ride. Mine. Okay, so I need to hit him with these eggs first, which I've never done in this Baby Bowser boss fight. Well, maybe not never, but it's not something that you typically do in this Baby Bowser boss fight. Hit him with eggs because, as you could see there, it does nothing. I mean, maybe it interrupts him? I don't know. But the primary way of defeating him is by sending shockwaves through the floor. Sadly, Baby Bowser is the easiest boss in the game, says Aurora. He is, but the second phase is what makes it special. Because that is the only point in the game that changes the perspective to a 3D sort of focus. And let's not forget this amazing boss music. Although, you know, with some of the bosses in the game, I don't know that I would necessarily call Baby Bowser the easiest one. Phase 1, yes. But even then, there's a pretty high likelihood that you'll take damage. I don't know. I am not at all disappointed with this final boss fight. Legendary for a reason. That might be too high. Yeah, that was too high. That's too low. That's also too low. Let's try that again. How do I do it? Blink. Gosh, I love this boss fight. They've never made a boss theme that's topped this, says Aurora. Oh no, absolutely not. This has got to be like the #1 boss fight theme in all of video gaming. Well, alright. Maybe not all of video gaming, but certainly among my favorites. Though in fairness, I might just be biased. Give it to me. Oh, it's just a mad dash now. Oh no! Among Mario games, says Aurora. Oh, absolutely among Mario games. Okay. Well, that stunk. Not the boss fight, to be clear. I just should not have died there. That's okay. Kind of clever but annoying that they put red coins here. Or, red sparkly eggs. In this boss fight. Whoa. Alright, maybe those do have a bit of a purpose. I mean, now it's just gonna throw me off. A couple of the Mario Galaxy ones are up there, but the Bowser's and the Bowser's Inside Story one, but that's about it, says Aurora. Yeah, you know, I would agree with that, but holy cow. This one is just something special, dude. Did I soft lock something? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if I soft locked it, that would be a very sad Christmas. Okay. Let's do it and not screw up this time. Yeah, this final boss theme is, yeah, epic boss music. Yes. I love this. You know, I almost wonder what, like, a remastered version of it would sound like. Not that I think Yoshi's Island needs a remake. In fact, I don't think I want one. I'm not confident that Nintendo or whoever would be making it would do a good job on it. For the same reasons that I worry about, like, well, alright, no, never mind. It's definitely not for the same reasons I worry about a Super Metroid remake. But Yeah, I don't think that this game needs a remake, and I don't think I want one. So long as they keep making the original game available to us, I don't think that I want a remake of it. But, just thinking for a second about how they would remake this song. Even then I worry. I mean, after all, I've been focusing a lot on Yoshi's New Island for the past few weeks. That was definitely an example of Yoshi music gone bad. Alright. Gone pretty bad. Yeah, that's gonna go over. Alright, Mr. Mad Dash McGee. There we go. That did it. Queso! Suddenly, warping through space and time, King Bowser appears, says Aurora. Yeah, that's yet another reason I don't want a remake of this game. Basically, I just don't trust Nintendo or whoever's developing the games to make a good remake of it. And that's sad because, boy, done correctly, I'd imagine a Yoshi's Island remake would be amazing. But I don't think that it's necessary. It really isn't. Good job, Jerf. Thank you, Heloy. Does Donkey Kong 64 need a remake? Yes. But no. Hang on. Thus, due to the marvelous teamwork of the Yoshi clan, the twins are reunited. The captured stork is freed by Yoshi and sets about his duty and finally makes the long-awaited delivery. Thank you, Yoshi. The twins will meet the parents soon. Yoshi Daffy Duck fan, I would say yes in the perspective that it needs some quality of life changes. Particularly in selecting Kongs. That would go a long way. But I also think no, because as fun as the game was and as popular as it was, especially at the time, I don't think that it was popular enough to warrant a remake. They generally only remake games that are popular. Like, cross a certain threshold of popularity. And that's not always true, but most of the time, there's a reason why they would remake it. It's because it would make them money. I'm not confident that Donkey Kong 64 is that kind of game. Like, enough people look back on it with enough malice and scorn that I feel like it wouldn't do as well as they would want it to. Plus, there's the whole thing about, you know, the licensing being all split up between Rare and Nintendo and all that. Like, it's just I don't think that we'll ever get one. But if we ever did, boy, I think it would be better than the original. I'd want a remake if it was just a reimagining. If it was a reimagining that just had entirely new levels, but they could just call it a new game by that point, says Aurora. Yeah, what you're describing there is just a new Yoshi game in the vein of Yoshi's Island. And for that, I could just point you to these ROM hacks, because getting back to this ROM hack for a second, this was incredible. Thinking of this as being like the, well, I'll get back to this, hang on. Yoshi eggs, says Rito Chang. Yeah, there were some pretty big Yoshi eggs in that fight, for sure. Some biggins. But after we get through the end of the credits here, I do want to give my, I'm gonna call it final thoughts on this ROM hack, but it's not truly final because I might want to do one more live stream of this game. So, we'll see. I'm thinking one more stream is warranted, but I don't know. There's so many levels that I still have to finish up, or still have to go back and complete, and then there's all the special levels. I think this might just be a series that if I decide to finish those levels, it'll be something I come back to rather than try and do another stream of it next week. Maybe I'll put another poll in the Discord. Give you guys a couple options. It has to be something that I can do in just one stream. Jeff, have you heard about the new Animal Crossing Lego sets? I have heard that that's a thing. I don't know anything about them. I know there are 9+ full hacks of Yoshi's Island and a few more that have a dozen or so levels, so there's plenty to choose from, says Aurora. Yeah, and being Yoshi's Island, you know that the gameplay, just the gameplay at least, is going to be a winning formula. Because Yoshi's Island's gameplay is top-notch. Like, as good as Yoshi's Woolly World was, you don't see Yoshi's Woolly World in all the top 100 games of all time lists. But you can say that about Yoshi's Island. Well, not all of the lists, but it's pretty prominent as a top 100 choice for most people. Also, consider the fact that Yoshi's New Island takes place between, like, the him flying in the end credits and this scene right here where he drops the babies off at the parents' house. Consider that for a second. Like, the entirety of Yoshi's New Island takes place during this credit scene, basically. It's kind of funny to think about, isn't it? Kind of on a sad level. Alright, real quick, I do want to give some final thoughts about this Yoshi's Island ROM hack, because holy cow, I loved this experience. We have a baby Luigi, says Rito Chang. We do. He was not prominent in this game's gameplay at all. If this game isn't in your top 10 SNES games, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Easily one of the best 2D platformers of all time, up there with the best of DKC, and whatever you can think of, says Aurora. Yeah, there's definitely the surface level stuff of, like, Baby Mario's annoying when he cries. And the whole, like, one-way doors thing, though that's not super prominent in, like, the original Yoshi's Island game. The hidden items thing, it can get a little annoying, but Yoshi's Island is smart enough to not hide, like, major collectibles in most of those. It's mostly extra lives or coins or stars when they're, like, off the beaten path and you find a secret thing. It's like a secret invisible cloud. It's normally something that's inconsequential. It's just a nice little reward, which you can't say about most of the new Yoshi games, or most of the Yoshi games that followed. Well, Jerf, I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep now, so good luck on your final thoughts. Thanks, Heloy. But yeah, that all is to say, the original Yoshi's Island is so darn good. And I feel like this ROM hack, I don't think it's fair to, like, really compare the two apples to apples, because I don't know, ROM hacks are a special breed, and you gotta think about more than just how much you enjoyed the experience, which in my experience here, I don't know if I would pick this over the original Yoshi's Island. In fact, I don't think I would. Like, Yoshi's Island is one of those games that's like a perennial game sort of thing. Like, I'll go back and play Yoshi's Island anytime, anywhere, anyplace. Just give me a new console with Yoshi's Island on it and I'm gonna play it. I don't know if I would say the same for this ROM hack. This was a delightful experience. Let me go ahead and sing this ROM hack's praises before I really get into what I think of it compared to the original. Super Mario World 2 Plus is a fantastic ROM hack. And the fact that it is one of the first, if not the first, major ROM hack of Yoshi's Island is incredible. They did a fantastic job with this. The level designs were so tight. And it had a difficulty that far surpassed the original, but it never felt unmanageable, at least to a veteran of the Yoshi Island series and just Yoshi games in general. It just felt like Yoshi's Island cranked up to 12 difficulty, for example. Some of the puzzles definitely made me scratch my head, but I loved that they took advantage of some of the lesser known mechanics and even some exploits in gameplay that Yoshi's Island offered. Like grabbing eggs through a wall. That was done on multiple occasions. One in just this stream. There were some puzzles that were done with some enemy placements that were very creative. Some that I can think of right off the bat with the baseball guys. Those guys made for some interesting puzzles. The ice melon made for some tricky one-off platform challenges that I found a little bit more frustrating than fun, but it was interesting to say the least. And of course, how could I forget the boosted flutter jump? Magnificent to see the boosted flutter jump make such an impactful appearance in this game. It is all over the place, and that is one of my favorite mechanics in the Yoshi games. I love it. I love that that's here in such big strides. But ROM hacks are definitely made for and by people that have played a game to death, so there's definitely some design bias, says Aurora. For sure. And I think that's one of the things that really makes me appreciate this game. Like you said, it's made for and by people that have played the game to death. Yeah, absolutely. And for that reason, it's designed with a lot of those like minor attentions to detail gameplay wise. Like all those things that I just mentioned are things that Nintendo wouldn't be caught dead putting in the base game as like a major focus, because those sorts of mechanics really only appeal to the core fans. And Yoshi games already have kind of a tendency to appeal to either just casuals or just completionists and nowhere in the middle. They wouldn't want to really reduce that appeal even more by raising the difficulty floor such that only the core gamers can, or the core fans can enjoy it. That's something you're only ever going to see in these ROM hacks. But boy, I'm glad it exists. It gives us veterans something to really chew on, you know? I vastly enjoyed that's a bad way of putting it. I greatly enjoyed the challenge that this ROM hack offered and loved seeing some of these lesser known mechanics brought to light and really implemented. They went nuts with some of the level designs and I loved it for that. It really is what I would look for in a challenging Yoshi game, I suppose. Like, not something that I would expect Nintendo to ever make, but when it comes to like seeking out a Yoshi's Island challenge, this is what I'm looking for. And again, I never expect the base official games to ever have this level of difficulty and this level of challenge. But boy, it's refreshing. It kind of shows you that Yoshi games can be something more than just baby difficulty. And I mean, the original game does that just well enough. Yoshi's Island DS does too. But man, I appreciate this. It's like, this is like the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze level of difficulty that I am very happy that I got to experience in a Yoshi formula. I hope I can get through all those hacks in my lifetime, says Aurora. Oh, me too. I definitely hope I can play more of these. I would love to stream more of them. I probably will. Do you have Mario vs. Donkey Kong, says Rito Chang. No, but my son did download the demo for the Switch version, and I had a lot of fun with the 3 or so levels that were on that. We're probably going to pick it up for him for Christmas. Okay. I will say that some of the things that this ROM hack did were a little bit frustrating, or a lot of it, frankly. Boy, they loved using those red sparkly eggs. From the first level to the very last one, like, the red sparkly egg box is like the first thing you see in the first level, and it's the last thing you use in the last level. And it's used a good amount throughout. I don't like that mechanic. I really don't. It's a one-off sort of single opportunity to get a red coin, and if you screw it up, you know, go back to the middle ring or restart the level, you gotta try again. It's one of those Yoshi story level sorts of things that is like one and done. You can't try again. I don't like that mechanic very much, and it was very prevalent here. Funny how I just noticed that Jeff is wearing an 8-bit Toad that looks like he's doing the middle finger on his shirt, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt that has like a bunch of the classic 8-bit sprites from the Mario games. And Toad is certainly one of them. And yeah, I'm very aware of that whole joke of, you know, Toad looks like he's flipping you off perpetually. Something else about this game or this ROM hack that I think could have definitely been ironed out is the difficulty curve. I think that the difficulty peaked in World 3 or 4. I'm not sure which world, I forget. I'm going to go ahead and say World 3 because I did 100% complete World 4 in one stream. That was awesome. No, I'm sorry. Was that World 3? It might have been. One of the worlds mid-game is where the difficulty peaked, and I felt like it dropped off after that. Like, the final world didn't feel like the most difficult one. Like, normally in pretty much any video game, you expect the last act to be the most difficult. Not always, but mostly that is a general rule of thumb that you can generally follow when it comes to video game difficulty. It gets harder as you progress. This was not that way, and I feel like that should have been a little bit better balanced. Like I said earlier, the level design, I guess I should really just say the level design. The level design was spot on. They really had it. It was top notch. It was very good. But I think that they should have swapped around some of the levels and made the more difficult ones closer to the end. I feel like there was one review that someone left in my comment section of my first live stream of this game, where they were like, you know, this game is everything that Yoshi's Island wasn't, and I didn't even get through World 2 because I got too frustrated with the multiple branching paths and all the difficulty and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know, I didn't feel that way. I honestly think that this, like I said earlier, this game is Yoshi's Island cranked up to 12 in terms of difficulty. And for me, that's something that I really enjoyed. But I do feel like that wonky difficulty curve can scare people away prematurely. And it's not like this is an official release that, you know, a lot of people are going to play, and, you know, it really matters that you're capturing that core demographic and keeping their attention. Like Aurora said earlier, this is very much a Yoshi's Island game made by the diehard fans, made for the diehard fans. That said, I do feel like it would have been a bit more of an enjoyable experience if the difficulty curve matched what is typical for games. Aurora says DKC games also really loved doing the whole if you fail, redo the whole level thing, particularly the newer ones. Yeah, no, that's something that I hate in any game. I treasure the games that let you try again. And I think that's why that's one of the reasons that I really like the newer Yoshi's games in terms of like quality of life changes. Like how it saves the collectibles that you got at the end of the level instead of having to collect everything again. Honestly, if this game had done that, I probably would have gone back and done those levels already. But that's just neither here nor there. what else didn't I like about this ROM hack? I felt like there was not a lot to dislike about it. Some of the standout things to me were the fact that there were some enemy placements here that resulted in enemy interactions you just never would have seen in the original. They just didn't happen, and it was cool to see. My favorite by far was the baseball guys with the bats swinging at any enemy that you chuck at them. Like in the last stream, I think I chucked one of the mice at them, and they just like smacked them like a baseball, and it was hilarious. Too much mole, says Aurora. I don't know, like I don't like the mole, but it only showed up like 3 or 4 times. That wasn't bad. I feel like actually they did the transformation. Sorry. They did the transformation sections just about as frequently, or maybe a little less so, than the original Yoshi's Island did. I really didn't have a problem with that. I don't know. I'd love to make a hack called Oops All Moles, says Aurora. That'd be incredibly clever. And if you ever get the skill set to ROM hack, you absolutely should. And I'll play it on here if you ever do. Much to my chagrin, I'm sure, but I think it'll make for good content at least. But yeah, I don't know. Like, this ROM hack really doesn't do a lot that I didn't like. Like I said, I very much treasured the cranked up difficulty, and as a Yoshi's Island veteran, boy, this was right up my alley. That said, I do think that the appeal is limited, or like the overall appeal is limited to a much slimmer demographic than the original. The original, I feel like, does a good job of appealing to everybody. It appeals to the casual players because like the baseline mechanics are fun enough to play with that you won't be too frustrated, I guess, if you don't get too far in the game. You'll just have a good time with what's there. And even then, like, just running through the levels is easy enough. Your intermediate / like experienced gamers who aren't completionists, there is enough here to give you a wealth of... There's a skill ceiling that's higher than most Yoshi games, I would argue. Like, the baseline challenge is good enough, and the skill ceiling is pretty high. Like, there's some pretty good and advanced stuff that you can do in this game that brings in that extra level of fun for an advanced gamer that isn't looking to complete. And obviously, like, this game series' bread and butter is the completion aspect of it. It was the platforming collectathon before the 3D platforming collectathon Nintendo 64 generation. I mean, I'm sure there were other games like that. Donkey Kong Country kind of messed around with that a little bit, with the Kong letters in particular, and Diddy's Kong Quest kind of, took that concept further, but I feel like Yoshi's Island was, the most fleshed out at the time, and like that has kind of become the staple of this game series, is the collecting, for better or for worse. What I'm saying is the original Yoshi's Island appealed to pretty much the widest demographic that the Yoshi series has ever appealed to. This ROM hack certainly doesn't. This is for the die-hard fans. The fans who liked the base mechanics of Yoshi's Island and liked how the game worked overall and wanted it to be harder. Wanted some of the mechanics to be more explored. That's what this is. And if you don't fall into that camp of Yoshi game fans, this probably isn't for you. And you've seen some of the things that I've had to, struggle with in this game to really get to the end. And I liked those things. But if you looked at some of those and were like, oh man, that looks super stressful, I don't think I would like that, you probably wouldn't. You really have to be experienced with the Yoshi's Island to know what you're doing if you want 100% completion. And one of the levels, I feel like it was in World 3, that first level where you jump up into the ceiling and get stuck and then fall out and immediately flutter jump and get yourself back in there. If you don't know how to do that, you cannot beat the level. Not unless you like blast away all the spikes with the egg and with the eggs and with the melon seeds like I did the first time before I figured out the mechanic. I guess you can brute force your way through. The point is, it's tricky. It's hard. And not everybody will like that. So, take that for what you will. It is a Yoshi's Island experience that I very much enjoyed. But for my money, and I'm sure most people's, I think that the original is probably the safer bet. I still think just beating the levels is easier than 100% of the original. I definitely think it's approachable still, this is Aurora. Approachable enough, yeah, sure. I do think that it definitely does involve more skill than the original one did. Even to just beating the levels rather than 100% completing them, I think that the baseline is definitely harder. I don't know how I would compare it to the completion standpoint or the completion aspect of it, because that's kind of apples and oranges. But yeah, I definitely still think that this game's appeal is very limited to, you know, the core Yoshi fans. That said, if you liked what I showed in the stream, if you liked what you saw, try it. It's a ROM hack. It's not going to cost you anything other than like your moral standards if you're against emulation. But, you know, barring that, try it. It's fun. And, well, again, fun is subjective, but I thought it was great. I thought it was a lot of fun. And if you like Yoshi's Island, there's a good chance that you'll enjoy parts of this ROM hack at least. So, give it a shot if this intrigued you at all. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much my thoughts. Obviously, I can't really compare the graphics and the music and all that like I normally would in a game comparison, because the only thing that's different is the level design. Yoshi's Story has one ROM hack and it's just Super Mario Bros. Level. How you react if Yoshi's Story got a ROM hack? Says Yoshi Daffy Duck. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if Yoshi's Story got ROM hacks to the sort of level. I think that Yoshi's Story gets a lot more flack than it really deserves. And I think that a ROM hack could definitely address that. Though Yoshi's Story is not all that popular, I don't anticipate that we would get a ROM hack to this extent. Yoshi's Island is the only one that really has a lot of ROM hacks like this. It's the most popular one in the series, bar none, by far. So, it's the only one that's going to have this kind of support. Jeff, what is your last name? Says Rito Chang. Oof. Afraid I can't tell you that. But there's at least one person on my YouTube channel who did figure out what my last name is. And at this point, I'm sure that some others have picked up on some, let's just call them context clues, where you could probably figure it out. So, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm not going to stop you from looking. Okay, well, any other thoughts you guys might want to hear from me before I wrap up? I don't think that this is going to be the last that we see of this ROM hack on this channel. I very much enjoyed my experience, and I know that there's more that I could get out of this ROM hack. But at the same time, it will take a few streams to go back and get all of the levels to 100% completion, and all that for the reward of seeing the 5 bonus levels that you haven't seen yet. I kind of have to weigh the pros and cons here, and I should probably take a poll. You should try to 100% it, even if you have to take a break for other games first, says Aurora. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I would like to come back to this. I'm not sure when. I'm not even sure if I should, like, Princess Peach Showtime comes out in 2 weeks. I have one stream between now and then left. I was thinking that I was gonna go ahead and go back and try to 100% complete at least a couple of the worlds in the next stream. And honestly, I might still do that. Just so that there's less to come back to later. But I'm not sure. I might take a poll. Or I might just decide that that is what I want to do. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, stay tuned. I mean, I feel like that this was a fun stream series. For me and for a lot of you guys, I feel like my streams are at their peak when I'm playing a Yoshi or a Mario game. And this is no exception. So, yeah, I will probably play more of this. And tomorrow we witness the panda. Kung Fu Panda! Looking forward to it. Skadoosh. Alright, well anyway, for now, for this stream, I think that's about it. This is where we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. So, thank you guys very much for tuning in. We beat it. We beat Super Mario World 2 Plus, and now you know all my thoughts. But I look forward to coming back and 100% completing it at a later time, whether that be next week or some other time in the future, remains to be seen. But you will likely see more of this. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in, making this a stream that is enjoyable for myself and for you guys. It's been a blast. So yeah, if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I go live or post a video. Feel free to join the Discord if that strikes your fancy. You can chat with me. I love chatting with the fans. I and many others share our photos of the yummy food we make. You saw the cinnamon rolls I made earlier. Fantastic. You can post your favorite memes, or you can do something like that has a little bit more impact on my channel here and suggest games for me to play or music to start and end the streams with, that sort of thing. And I also post updates as to what I'm going to be streaming next and progress updates on my videos. Speaking of, I have been working hard on the Yoshi's New Island retrospective, and it's still a ways out, but I am good and into the editing phase for this video. I've got about 8 or 9 minutes of it edited so far. I'm very happy with how it's coming out, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, but it's going to take a little longer in the oven. This video is going to be over an hour long, so I've still got a ways to go. But I'll let you know when I have any updates. And who knows, maybe I'll put some sneak peeks in the Discord. So feel free to join for those. So yeah, I think that's it. Next Friday, starting around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, next live stream. Not sure what I'm doing yet. Either more of this, maybe the Game Boy Advance modding stream, or maybe something else entirely. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll do an editing stream. We'll see. But either way, guys, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. See you guys.